Mm-hmm. I meant to do. Mm. All right. The heck? Shisha. It's crazy work. Y'all come in, hit them tabs, get them lights going, all that stuff, man. Trying to get me this water going real quick. Mm-mm-mm. All right, we good in every hood. Oh, hey, my baby in the building.
Baby girl.
Baby girl. Baby girl.
Hello, Mr. Kevin. How are you?
Hello, Miss Rachel.
Mm.
You and your wonderful lives. I'm so glad I've met you.
Oh, I'm glad.
For lives. I'm so glad I've met you.
Oh, I'm glad I met you too, sir.
Hmm. How do you think of these profound things? I
Well,
see everyone loves you.
oh wow, I greatly appreciate that compliment. Um, I just, let my mind just freely flow, and yeah,
Hmm.
let the good Lord lead me.
Okay, now you're speaking. I feel that. I know. You know what deserving of this is? Hold up. All right.
I'm deserving.
Of this. You mentioned
Oh,
the good Lord.
whoa!
The good Lord.
You deserve.
You right.
Thank you.
No problem. No problem. No problem.
Hey, that'd be a
Anytime.
cool thing. Anytime God's name is mentioned, you should clap.
Yeah, that's true.
Yup. See, I just be
Uh,
coming up with
right.
random
I see
things
you just
that
good at that, right? I thought
it
my
makes
mind
it
be going
entertaining.
crazy.
Huh?
I said I thought my mind be wandering. That's crazy.
Yup. I
Man.
actually I thought about having an amusement park, but
Hmm.
not with really roller coasters and stuff, but kind of like a park for adults to go and play.
Yeah. Oh.
Right? Because I love throwing having
Hmm.
games and stuff for people. Yeah, I like
Hmm.
coming up with games.
Mm.
Hmm.
You said enjoy yourself. Still be a kid.
Yep.
Why they
Yeah.
make it seem like an adult is not? Why they
Yeah.
make it seem like an adult is not? Can't enjoy yourself. Oh, that might have to be a question too.
Hmm.
Everything got to refer to as a kid to be fun.
Mm.
Mm.
That's true though. Once people start being adults, they I mean, the Bible does say that a little bit.
You said
Once
what?
I became a child, I put away childish things.
Mm. No, I think that's why we.
Mm.
Yeah, because I be thinking about stuff like that. So I think
Teach
it's
us. Yo.
thinking about stuff like that. So I think
Teach
it's
us. Yo. That's
adult
true.
adult fun and children fun. I guess I don't know. Fun is just a perspective, anyways, of how you view it. So no different from happening.
Yeah, and it doesn't say put away childish fun. It's
Right.
like
Exactly.
childish ways, just being
Yeah.
immature.
Yeah. That's true. That might be another one I might have to. I told you I've been trying to keep up with that daily. I'm gonna do one regular post about whatever, and then I'm gonna do some like
Yeah, I think it's
scripture
good.
or God post. I noticed they like my God posts. I noticed that, so I just
Yep,
keep a
because
little thing
God
on
is
it
good.
all the time.
Go ahead and give me my clap. I just said God.
Oh, dang you right. So, yeah. Oops, hold on.
You gotta stay on ready.
That's because the thing ain't at the bottom of this one. Hey man, wow.
What's up, Illa Soul?
Soul in the building.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? What's going on? What's
Is
up? What's
that
up?
is that your real hair?
Yes, that's my real hair.
Oh my goodness. How long you been growing that thing?
9 years.
Only 9 years? You would think it'd be like, I don't know, 20 or something.
You think it will be what?
Like 20 years?
Oh, no. 20 years, it would be way longer than that. But yeah,
Yeah,
my hair is pretty.
well, I mean, I'm not looking at the length, I'm looking at the health of it. I don't know. It's very thick.
That's what she
Oh,
said.
yeah. My hair is
Oh
definitely good.
yeah.
You
Okay.
know,
Give yourself a boo. Tomato. I can't believe they don't have a boo sound. They only got
They
that
don't.
one.
It look like it say boo, but it say boing.
I know. That's so stupid. They definitely need to have a boo sound.
They knew not to do that. All right. I'm just gonna do.
Right. Yeah.
What's up?
I thought about
what y'all prompt?
growing locks, but I don't
You
have
should.
the
Patience.
not necessarily the patience. I just always like to feel my scalp. I like to feel the individual strands of my hair. I like to have the ability to change things whenever I want to. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's cool. You know, it ain't for everybody. The only thing I regret is doing it sooner. That's that I should have did it sooner.
Oh.
You regret it, huh?
Yeah, I regret doing it not doing it sooner. If I started when I was in
Why?
high school, my hair would have been the length that I wanted.
Why you want your hair so long?
I always have a thing like I like long hair, even with my lady. Like if I have a woman or something like that, I want
What's
my
the
lady to
limit?
have hair. What's the limit?
Yeah.
Probably like down on her backside. That's my limit. I like long hair,
Mm.
but I'm not opposed to like having like hair that's like shoulder length or nothing like that. But I just love long
I
hair.
think that's long though. That's pretty long because some people can't even get past that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're
So
right about that. Some
I be
people.
wondering like, cause I be thinking about stuff like how I feel like you got a lot of hair. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like,
Yeah.
I feel like it's the same way how people view money. You know, they get a lot of money, then they like I want more, and I want more. That's why I be asking people like
Yeah.
when they had the time to
They never
like
get to as
have
hard as
gratitude where they at, right?
yeah. But no, I like for some reason I just love long hair. I just like you know my I just like long hair.
What's
I don't
long
know
to you though? It's got to be
what's
past
long.
the back.
It could either be yeah, it could be like past. It could be like your butt, towards your like.
That's considered long. I guess that
Yeah,
is
that's long.
subjective then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
cause
hair
I
is. What you mean? My hair go almost down to my backside.
mm,
Almost.
I guess that is a
Yeah.
subjective thing. Mm.
Yeah, that's long. I mean, don't get me wrong. Again, it is long when it's just shoulder length. It is long when it's just to your back.
Yeah, you see
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
talking
long
about?
too.
Yeah, that's long. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, no. But that's long too. But I like for a woman, to have hair. That's you're a woman. You should have hair. You know what I mean? No,
Hey, okay. Do you like it long even with if it's fake?
um, even if it's fake, not necessarily. I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't. I mean, I guess. I mean, don't do nothing like ridiculous. Like I be seeing people like have weave and that shit be all the way down to there, like the back of their leg, that shit is too much. Like, come on. Like, and it's not even real. Like, if it was real, then that's a different story. But like, I don't know. I
But
don't
you
know.
like it when it makes sense.
Yeah, I wanted to make it make sense.
Right.
Yeah,
I agree with you on that. Like even the texture.
yeah. I would love to be able to like run my hands through my lady hair, or, like if I'm kissing you or something like that. I want to be able to do that. And I'm pretty sure you gonna want to be able to do it with my hair because I got long hair. Like most of the women that I've dealt with, I've always had longer hair than them. So that's just the name of the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but see, I don't know. Locks grow faster.
Nah, regular hair grow faster than locks. Yeah,
No.
let me tell you why. Because with locks get to a stuck stage. You go through a long period of stuck stage, depending on how long that period is. Locks locks can take a while to grow. With regular hair, because it's not locked, and you got to remember that's individual strands of hair that you got versus locks that's like kind of like bunched together. Like hair, a bunch of strands of hair bunched together. So that's not going. Individual hair is going to take a shorter time to grow than locks. Locks, you gotta do a whole bunch of stuff to it. Not a whole bunch of stuff, but you got to do some stuff to it to help it to
But
grow.
locks are continuously in a protective style.
I mean, yeah, if you take care of your own, that's true. But if you
That's
take
why
care of
it's
your own
harder
regular hair,
because the individual strands are constantly in the elements.
I mean, put it like this too. It's hot. It's hot as hell right now. Like it's yesterday. It was 100 degrees. I ain't wrapping my hair up. I'm gonna put. I like to have my hair down in every weather. I don't never put my hair up unless I gotta go to bed. So my hair, yeah, it's in a protective style, but
Hmm.
not really. But not all the time. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, well, but it is though. Like that's what I'm saying. Like because me, I went outside and I had to cover my hair.
see, I don't have to. I just walk
I
outside.
know that's literally what I'm telling you.
I just walk outside. But that's
That's what
because
I'm
you
telling
like
you.
that's the thing though. Like you I mean, of course, like your hair. You don't want to walk outside in your type of way. For me, it's just like I just walk outside. Like the sun and the weather can mess up your hair growth too. Well, as far as when you got locks. But I don't
Yeah,
care
but
about none of that.
it's
That shit
hard. That's
healthy.
what I'm saying. It's harder though, because even like if a woman had what you call it, their natural hair would probably grow a lot faster if it was in a protective style,
Hmm.
um, like more often.
Yeah, if they stop
The
putting so many
reason why,
perms in there.
yeah, the reason
Right.
why majority women's hair don't actually grow as fast is because it's always um either being braided up with synthetic fiber or
Yeah.
it's being manipulated in a way it's like it's too tight, it's being manipulated in
Yeah.
a way that it's putting too much stress on the it's just way too, a lot of people don't understand.
Okay. Now I understand what you're saying when you say that. But yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah.
Because it definitely be like that. And but at the same time too, like what they doing to their head, they put in. I didn't know people were still getting perms. So when you said that, that's wild to me. I thought perms was like back in early
Oh
two
yeah, no,
thousand.
they still getting perms and
They are. That's crazy. All right. So like yeah, they getting
it's
perms.
Yeah, my cousin here was very long because she didn't get perms like that.
or
Yeah.
manipulate, yeah, if you manipulate your hair too much, that like there's just
Hmm.
so much more that goes into it when you have it in that lock. There's just probably a few things you got to figure out, but if you have a loctician,
Yeah.
yeah, I
Because
mean,
like when you
I've
got
always noticed. I've always noticed that majority, and even if you look at men's hair tend to grow longer because like their styles are majority
Mhm.
protective styles, right? So they always have their hair
Mhm.
braided or twisted.
Yeah.
But women, we
I would
that's
say,
not the styles we got.
or men, the ones who get like the number they go to the barber shop, get their little number one cut or whatever the case is. So I think like with hair though, like with locks, see when I wake up, I'll just spray some water or whatever, some rose water in my hair, get the moisture in, And I don't really have to like really wash my hair a lot. That's another thing too. I don't really have to wash my hair a lot. I'll probably out of the month, probably twice. I'll wash my hair. Maybe once a month. And people like, dang, that's crazy. You would let your hair like get dirty like that? I said, your hair is gonna be dirty regardless, but that's what contributes to my hair being long. I don't go get it done a lot. I go get my hair done probably twice a year, if not 3 times. Like some people, they who got locks, they go get that. I know this girl, she go get hers done every 3 weeks, every month. I'm like, bro, that's too much, and that's why your hair is not growing the way it's supposed to,
Mhm.
because you're not allowing your new growth. You're not allowing your new growth to grow in. The minute you
Yep.
got new growth, you went to go get it. You went to go get it done. No, let it grow out, and then when you go, I think for me, I do mine every 6 months, every 5 to 6 months. I can go without getting my hair done, and then I'll go get my hair done again, and then my hair will be longer because all that new growth from over time. Yeah, my hair is definitely going to be long because I don't do too much to it.
And
Then I
that's
take care of it.
exactly what I mean. Yes. The less
Yeah.
you manipulate, like you just get you a routine, like you simplify it. Cause the more
Hmm.
you're going through that hair, you're combing it out, that's
Yeah.
yeah.
That's that's too much.
It's too
Yeah.
much. Yeah, that's something that I learned is like to kind of simplify it because I love that's the thing. I love doing different styles, but I
Hmm.
learned that in doing those different styles, uh, you're always pulling and tugging on the hair, and it's too much stress. It's too much stress on
Uh-huh.
it.
And you know the funny thing is, you ain't lying about that because even with when you have locks and you do like a double strand twist or something like that on locks, that's also, styles can also pull your hair as well when you got locks, and it hurt even worse because you got thicker hair
Yeah, and it's heavy.
and it's heavy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I try to stick to one style. And my style, my go-to style is double strand twist. I don't really try to do other styles considering the fact that my hair, I don't like the tightness of new hairstyles. I don't like that. Like I hate it. And then you gotta wait a couple days in order for your hair to be for your style to be a little loose, and then it would feel regular. But I don't like going through that stuff.
Yeah, that's the reason why I would have gotten locks because you don't have to do too much to it. But I
Hmm.
also know myself. I do like to change things up. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you could probably change it up if you like in the beginning stage. You could like wear, like a wig or whatever you do, with the short
oh
hair.
hell
But once that
no.
joint get long,
I
and some
can't
people
do
do it.
okay, I've had a wig before, whatever, but it has to be like the natural texture of my hair. But even at that, I don't
Mhm.
think I've ever worn a wig longer than 3 days. Like I just
Mm.
can't.
Yeah, like now. I wanna know this too about speaking of wigs, right? So when people wear wigs, do they like? How do y'all know? We know that the wigs aren't really real, I guess. Well, some wigs could be real, like with real hair, but how do y'all match y'all texture up with the wig's texture? Like, how did that work?
Well,
Like,
that's the thing about the wig. It doesn't matter
okay,
because
cool.
your whole hair is covered.
Hey,
Oh,
you
all
ever
right, yeah.
notice that you made me think about that, what they be saying, the protective hairstyles, right?
Mhm.
Where they wear a wig 'cause they say it protect their hair, but then they take the wig off and all they got is a twig under there. And I'm like, what is they protecting, dog? I had thought.
Okay. You're
Yo,
right. You're right. See, that's the
that's
thing.
crazy.
Yeah, that's the thing. It can be a protective hairstyle, but they leave the wig on too long, and
Yep.
B, they are
Mm,
not taking care of their natural hair underneath it. Because if you see a lot of
Hmm.
people, there are a lot of superstars who do wear wigs, and when they take their hair out of the wig, it's long because they're
mm-hmm.
also going to a stylist, they're getting it deep conditioned, they're not keeping it on there for so long, so where like the glue is lifting, like literally people ain't got no standards for wigs anymore. Like they don't got no standards for their hair. I remember back
Yeah.
in the days it
They
used to be
don't.
like if you were gonna wear like extensions or something, at least make it look real. Now people don't care. They taking their wigs off in public. It's just so weird to me.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you right about that too. Cause I'll
Yeah, I
be wondering
be
like, go ahead.
nah. Go.
No, I'll be wondering like when they sew your hair, and I guess they sew it. They call sew-ins. That's what they call.
Mm.
So what they do? Like take the needle, they braid your hair up and take it through like the braid. Like how do they? I'll be
Yes.
trying to learn the science of it, and I don't be knowing. So you
Yeah.
know, yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'll just be like, doesn't that pull on your hair too?
It absolutely does. That's the thing. Yeah, but
Okay,
if you go to a really, somebody who takes the time to do it and understands all that stuff, then yeah, you might be all right.
now
But
and
it's
how do
also
that
like,
work?
huh?
Like,
How
how
does
does
it?
it work when the hair is like some of the like if they're gonna do the sew-ins or whatever, and some of that intertwines with your natural hair? How did that work? Like, I don't know. I don't know
Yeah,
about
that's the
hair,
thing.
so.
There's a lot of damage that can be done to your hair, um, when you're manipulating it. Like, cause you're braiding the hair. Now you're taking a needle and you're pulling another piece of hair, like extension on top of it, and then also
Mhm.
whatever type of fiber. Like, you have to get quality hair, clean hair before you even put the hair on your head. You have to
Right.
clean it with vinegar and stuff like that. Like, you have to clean it and get chemicals out of it.
I didn't know all that part. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that part. That's why their hair is still getting messed up, because they still doing the same thing. They just pop that thing on there.
That's what
Hmm.
she said.
I only came up here to say hi, Rachel, since you
Hey,
ignored me in the
Huntress.
comments.
Good to see you,
What the heck? Her
beautiful.
voice got extra squeaky. What the heck?
She's giving chipmunks.
It's get right.
Yeah.
It's giving Alvin, Simon, and
Oh my god, I just
Theodore.
realized you only got 23 likes. No.
Oh my, that's what. You see what they do when you not here.
Got
Do
You
you.
my
gotta.
roses count? Do my
Yeah,
roses count?
you know. I got, yeah. Okay. So.
Because I'm sitting up here with a lot of taps. It's just not showing up.
Hey, Faye. Hey, Sean.
Faye and Shine in the building.
What up? Hey, my tap's showing up. So
Yeah,
that means
yours
you ain't
showing up.
tapping.
He can't. Yeah, you came in on duty. Okay, I mess with it.
Yeah, I don't
I,
mind tapping the screen. It just be like
I
my
feel
fingers be
attacked.
hurting. My drink is hurt.
Oh,
You tap too hard. You
your
might
I be
poor
trying.
little
hard.
fingers hurt. Oh,
I feel attacked.
You tap
Yeah,
too hard.
Hey,
look, if you do it fast enough, that joint be hurting.
just tap slower then.
Yeah, arm be
hey,
hurting.
they need to make it to where you could purchase claps. You know what I'm
Whoa.
saying? They could send
Oh.
claps. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's nice.
Yep, Kev, my head went to the same
Hi,
place
Right,
yours
I'm
went.
like, what the? I said, whoa,
I'm,
Hello.
chill.
my head,
I don't want to
Ain't
seem
that the
like
issue
I'm not
today?
engaged.
yeah,
You
too
know,
much
I'm
class.
here.
That's a
Oh my.
I'm
Y'all,
cooking
y'all,
dinner.
y'all watching too much of that Diddy trial, man.
Ah.
I stopped. I feel like I pretty much know what's pretty much going on. I mean, Diddy was a freak. He was a freak elite. He was. I don't know.
Nah,
I mean, he got
that
all
ain't
that money.
that ain't no freak. You want to get peed on? That's a whole different level of freakiness right there.
But you know what? The stuff that Diddy wanted, probably because I didn't been in the streets and stuff. So like chicks who I know who you know they into escorts or whatever, or even strippers and stuff. You got guys who have certain type of fetishes, like fetishes that you would be like, oh my gosh, that's what a man wants. Like, listen, I didn't dance before, so I didn't had a man me barefoot on the floor, then sucked my toes, like
Did
like
you clock it?
You had a man to do what?
He suck your toes.
I didn't have
Hold
a
on. He suck
man
your
suck
toes
my
in a club. He suck
suck
your
my
toes in a
toes in the
club.
club. Yeah,
Bro, I
yeah.
can.
Hey,
Okay,
Kev,
No
listen,
cheating.
Kev. This is what I'm saying. Men regular men can't compete with that, man. You kiss
true. Yeah, because
like
I'm not trying to.
Bro.
Hey,
That's the
I'm
reason
not
why we
even going
can't
to
talk to a
argue.
lot of them. Shoot, dealing with
hey,
them type of man.
can you
First of
imagine?
all,
Could you imagine Diddy gonna get out in a contract he gonna sign with that baby oil, Johnson and Johnson? It's
oh,
going up.
that's gonna put him on the map.
It's gonna be Diddy face all on it. That boy about to sell out.
Let me tell you, I can never get with the whole sucking toes and licking feet. I just can't do it. I just can't.
Why didn't hear you say the other thing? You must eat booty? Ugh.
We talk about feet. We ain't talking about booty.
Of course, you nasty. I knew them dreads was long for a reason.
Hey yo, crazy work.
He still ain't denied though. But let's go ahead.
That's
I'm
crazy.
gonna get him out
Nah,
the
I'm
hot
saying
seat.
on feet. I'm not
Hey,
gonna let you.
Kev.
I'm not
Hey,
gonna let
all
you
he
take
said
me
was,
there.
"Hey, yo."
I knew he was talking ish.
I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna let him take me there. We talking about feet. We're gonna stay on that because I know where you're going with that.
He said how to say it without saying it.
But
I
no,
knew
but seriously
so and so
though,
with them dread heads, man. I
you
knew
funny as shit,
it.
bro. But no, seriously though, I never understood, and I get it. Like some guys, they like feet. Cool, whatever the case is. Me personally, I just can never get it in my mind to like put somebody's feet in my mouth and just be licking and sucking their toes. Like some people don't even wash their toes right. Like I don't know. I just can't do it. Like
I mean,
I
think
can't
about it
do it.
though. But think about it though. Some people don't even wash their ass, and
True
it's
that.
fun.
True. That
Like,
is true.
and that's why when we have the conversation of, I mean, it's a lot of men on. Well, it's not a lot of men, no, actually, but when we get into conversations of people blaming women and stuff like that, oh, you the, like, how many men though they don't even know a woman and they ready to put their tongue in her
Right.
behind or in her, vaginal area.
That's true.
Or
I
even
agree with
putting your wood in a woman you don't know. Like
you. This nigga is funny, bro.
you literally just met this woman at the bus stop
Hey
and
yo,
you ready to put your wood in her.
hey yo, I just looked in the comments and
I'm the wrong person to give information to.
yo, why the
And
fuck I
just
look
think
down?
about it. My baby got to deal with this all her life now.
Falada, when I was younger, I used to do some wild things.
He's still
So I
laughing
remember this
about
one
that.
dude, right?
My bad, face.
But what he just said though, when I was younger, I used to do some wild stuff, right? Because I knew like the boys I was around, they used to, brag about and try to expose the females, be like, oh, I ran a train on her, or they put, videos up of the chick sending pictures of her, her cooch or running a train. But I was the type of chick, right? Like I would get dudes to do certain stuff just so if they ever tried to like come after me, I'd be like, I used to have to do the wildest stuff. Yeah. So it was this one dude, right? Who I had just taken shit. I had just taken a shit
What?
from his house, and he ate my ass.
Wait,
And like,
wait, slow down, cause my stomach is hurting. What'd you say? Cause I'm still laughing at his comment, and I'm trying to catch what you said.
it was a dude who I literally just had taken a shit. And he asked me like, in that same time period, he had asked me like to pull up and shit, and I let him eat my ass.
Hey, yo,
Everything was good.
you ain't like wash your ass. You just like went over there and just.
Hold on, you don't.
Yeah, I did. I did some wild ass shit. Yeah, I did. Some wild ass shit. But anyway, I think like a year later, some chick on Facebook had who was trying to go on Facebook, try to make a whole scene talking about trying to come after me or whatever about her dude. I'm like, what? I don't remember this nigga. I don't remember him. But then I remember, I'm like, oh, your man, who ate my ass, like, what? Like,
Hey,
I said,
yo,
oh, your man ate my ass. I remember that, yeah. But I'm not even, listen. But
yo,
outside
this
of him,
nigga is funny, bro. Yo.
but outside of him, like when dudes used to try to be funny and shit, I'm the girl who pull up the screenshots. I'm the girl who be
Oh
like,
yeah, I'm glad I ain't never fucked.
I be like, but you sucked my toes though, but you ate my ass, but
Oh my
you,
god. Yeah, see
oh,
that's the
but you,
reason why you can't do. That's the reason why you can't do shit with everybody because people
I
don't know
won't
how to
tell
keep
you
their mouth closed.
I used to be that. I won't tell you I'm on my period, but I have
Oh
you
no,
eat
that's
me on my period just so I can have something, have one up on you.
oh
So
no, that's
if you ever
that's
try to be funny, yeah,
that's
I'm gonna be
that's
hilarious.
that
I'm
is
gonna
some
be
evil.
hilarious.
That is some that's evil. That's some evil. I'm glad I ain't never fall into no shit like that, man.
Literally.
I'm telling you, literally.
That's not just evil. That's spiteful. That's fucking spiteful. That's not evil. That's spiteful. That's straight
That's
spiteful.
spiteful. That's evil and
No, but you
spiteful.
got.
She
I
doing some
had
Diddy
to be
shit. She doing some Diddy shit. Having
because
black man having
dudes be
stuff on.
spiteful. I used to watch. I used to see all the time dudes. They posting videos of them running trains on
Oh yeah,
chicks.
I think that shit clownish. I always
Yeah.
thought that shit was clownish. I
Or
ain't
you
gonna
know
lie.
they. Oh,
Or
okay.
exposing somebody news and stuff like that. Come on, I think I always felt that was cringy. Cause like whatever I do in the bed, whatever I do in the bedroom with somebody, that's between me and that person. I ain't gonna out you because I
Those
got an
women
issue
that
with
they
you.
was out in, I was those men's karma. I was their karma.
Yo, that shit is funny as hell, bro. That is some evil.
That's just spiteful. That's just
That is
spiteful.
some
You
that is some spiteful
just trying to
as
do
that.
stuff just to have
I'd
information
be
on
like,
this.
baby girl, don't worry about him. I'd be like,
That's
baby girl,
some
don't worry about him. I got you. I
that's
got
some
you.
voodoo ass shit to be doing.
That's spiteful as hell.
That's
These are
some
different, like my boy Eminem. You go out to Eminem, he gonna embarrass you. But she taking
that's
photos
some
and literally trying to just
my
basically
man.
blackmail
Look,
you.
she went low and he went low. She went lower.
She went past low. She went past low. Freak that she went lower. She went way
Hey
past.
yo, I'm weak as hell, bro. That's some evil voodoo shit.
Oh no, not chocolate crisp. Ugh.
She went close to the core. She
Hey,
almost get to the damn
yeah.
core.
I'm glad I didn't meet you when you were younger.
Yeah,
That's
you funny.
yeah, that shit funny as
I don't
hell.
even want to. I don't even want to glance away. I'll tell you, yo, you know how to hit that? Yeah, hit that. Nah, I'm good. I'm going
The
about
next
somebody
person,
know shit
they're gonna
about
be
me.
like the next person look at me, they gonna be outed. I'm gonna look everywhere
Hi.
else besides her.
Yeah, I call Faye that she the wet booty girl around here.
Man, I went with glance away. Soon as I heard that dude was like, up, not even glance. Oh, I know what it is. Nope, nope, we go this way. I will cross the street and avoid her, like literally cross the street like the plague. Like, nope.
Hey yo, that's funny as hell. But yeah, she right though. It is people that that be outing women and all that other shit. That shit crazy. Like now that shit don't even work no more because they be having OnlyFans, $3.99, showing their whole entire butthole and all that. So
Oh my.
outing stuff don't even work no more.
That don't even work no more because like
That
80%
don't
of
work.
I check, if you check on like, if you look at how many people got OnlyFans
Nobody
account,
cares about that no more.
Yeah, nobody
it's
care
like
about that.
86, it's like 86.
Yeah,
Hello.
I mean,
I think it's 85% of women got OnlyFans account in the US.
but at the same time, we grown at the same time too, so it's a little different now.
All
That
right,
is
y'all.
true.
Y'all, real quick, we about to get to this topic now. Um, enough with the booty talk.
Yeah, that shit. No, that comment that you made was hella fire, bro.
I'm not common.
That
That's just
shit.
blackmail.
That shit was cold, bro.
Oh man, I don't know. It could have been warm. We don't know what.
That shit was cold, bro.
Warm. Oop.
Hey,
At least it got protein in it.
Oh
that's foul,
my!
bro.
Ew.
I
That's foul.
know. Yeah.
That
Maybe
bullshit.
maybe that's the way they spoiled them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I'm
Sticking to the comment.
spoiled and I don't do that.
I
Yeah,
know.
that's a different
Okay.
type of
Let's
spoiling.
get this party right.
How would you like to be spoiled by someone? Would you like to be spoiled by someone? Why or why not? I'm gonna say yes, but it has to be a balance. Like what I mean by that is that, like, yeah, it's okay to spoil me, but like, I don't want you to throw away all your money or waste or spend all your money on me. Like, you gotta have it for other things as well. But when it's time to, it's time to. So that's what I would say. And what does it take
Oh,
for
not on
you?
that yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Oh,
Not
you're
yet.
not okay.
Let's
All
get
right.
everybody in real quick. Let's do Faye next. Faye plus Game
You want
Time,
me
then
to answer the prompt?
Princess. We gonna end it. Go ahead, Faye.
You
Faye.
want me to answer the prompts?
Yeah, we're just doing the first white one.
Oh my
What?
gosh.
What was that?
Okay. Anyway,
What was that?
What the hell that was?
That dude's still over
I'm
there.
at the bus. I'm at the bus station.
Sure.
Hold on.
That's one of the guys he outed.
Sure. Hey, that was a noise he made when he ate it.
That's one of the guys. That's one of the
I'm
guys
at the
she
bus
outed.
station, so you know when you at the bus station, it be a lot of weirdos and stuff.
Yeah,
Probably one of them guys that you outed.
But anyway, I walked outside real quick. Would you like to be spoiled by someone? Yes, of course. Like, I only want to deal with men who spoil me. Like, yeah, like
Wow.
in some type of way, some type of capacity. Like, whether it's was physical, you're spoiling me like you know, in conversation, like you're easy to talk to. You're like, you give me massages, you make me feel comfortable around you, you're spending money on me. Yeah. Once I feel like, you know, you're starting to hold back or you're starting to feel like I need to chase you and stuff, that's when, you know, the whatever we got going on is gonna come to an end. Because I'm a princess, so like the fuck?
Interesting.
Period.
She got her booty ate a couple times. Now she a princess. Okay, all right. We on it. All right. We gonna rock with that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, let me get Plus in real quick. What you got for me,
One of the
Plus?
princesses, one butthole at a time.
Oh
Yo,
my.
what's going on, brother? I was reading that prompt. Yeah, I would like to be spoiled. Hear me out, guys. I'm a hardworking man. Okay, so I'll go to a job. I don't complain, but I do expect my woman to take care of me. I'm sorry, man. I think the role should be reversed. And the person above me, it's like, come on, dude. It has to be at least some sort of 50-50 with the spoiling. But yeah, I'd like to be
You're a
spoiled.
bum.
I'm not a bum. I just
Hey,
think
now.
I just think my woman should work. I need to instill that responsibility in her. Let me stay at home. You go to work, and that's it.
So you're a bum.
Interesting. Yeah, we gonna get to that. We gonna open panel that up. That bumness. Okay, all right. So Game Time, what you got for me, my brother?
Yeah.
What? You just skipped me.
No, we gonna go. I'm gonna go down, then I'm gonna go up. Cause I'll be trying to remember who I'm. Getting. I got you in a minute. I know you can't wait to talk about your spoiledness. That's why you got a whole picture right there. All right, go ahead, Game Time.
Yeah. I was just gonna say I would love to be spoiled. I would agree with Plus what he was saying. Well, to a certain degree, I actually believe like the man should be able to stay at home and work while the wife go out there and get the money. You know, the roles need to be a little bit more reversed in such a way. You know, equality and all of that nature. And plus,
Yes,
it feels
sir.
good.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Hold up, real quick, y'all.
E bummity.
Hold up, y'all. Just let everybody finish, then we gonna go ahead, Game.
Yeah, so and I'm just saying, man, if it feels nice to be spoiled. I have once been spoiled before, one time in my lifetime, never again. And since I had it, I don't really want to go back to that. So I have a high degree of whoever I'm dealing with. I gotta be spoiled, or we ain't gonna work. It is what it is.
All right. Okay. What you got, Princess?
I think yeah, I do like to be spoiled. I mean, I'm married and my husband spoils me all the time. I mean, I had his child, so as a push present, I got my boobs done.
Interesting.
He buys me whatever I want, pretty much within reason. I'm not asking him for like $1,000 bags or anything, but like if I want some grass, he gonna give me some grass. If I want this outfit from Ross, he gonna let me get the outfit from Ross. I mean, it's within reason. But yeah, I think most women want to be spoiled, really.
Interesting. Okay. What you got, Capricorn?
I don't mind to be spoiled, but not all the time. I'm not like you gotta do it all the time. Like, once in a full moon, fine, but don't do it all the time. 'Cause then I'm like, now it's a string attached. Something in some way, somehow, it's a string attached. So, but once in a while, yeah.
Okay. What you got, baby?
I would love to be spoiled, but only if they're okay with me spoiling them back. I like reciprocity, you know what I'm saying? Because I would feel real weird just being spoiled and not spoiling them back. Because yeah, there's some people that don't like to be spoiled. They feel uncomfortable. Like I've given people gifts before, and they're like, ugh. They freeze. They're like, it's so weird because they're just not used to getting anything all their life. Yeah, so yeah, spoil me, I'll spoil you back.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, my husband is like that. He doesn't like being like spoiled. I'll like buy him a shirt and a wallet, and he's over the moon happy because like he doesn't buy that kind of stuff for himself.
Yeah, no, host. I wanted to say something real quick. If
It's open panel.
All right, yeah. So I'm actually going to agree with. I'm going to agree with Game Time really heavily. I mean, with the whole. I'll be honest with you, bro. I'm a hard worker, like I said. I'm tired, man. I think my girl should go out there, make the money. I think the person above me, fake clown, just struggles to have a job. That's why she at the bus station and needs people to spoil her. But we're not going to get into that. But yeah, I just think the woman needs to go out there.
First of all, yeah, you got to get first up. First of all, now he said I'm at the bus station because no.
You got to get
Negro. I don't
you
know
gotta
if you're a
get your money
Negro
up, bro.
because you sound like
You
sound
can't
like a
afford to
white
spoil
teen man
someone.
trying
You can't.
to.
Sis, you started it.
But you
You
got
started
George
it.
Floyd as your
You start the
picture.
mess.
Please.
You start the
You
smoke.
Girl,
can't.
you kind of did
You
start
started
it, and I
it.
don't
You
even like
started it.
siding with
I'm
a
gonna
man.
finish your mess for you.
I mean, I
Come
don't
on,
care
man.
what you're saying. At the end of the day, it sounds like bum behavior. You just sat here and said that your husband spoils you. Yes or no, right?
Why are you starting
Yeah.
mess? Why are you starting drama? Why?
I'm not starting mess. Y'all talking shit and y'all think I'm not supposed to take up for myself. And
Oh
at the end of
no,
the day,
I said that you
yeah.
did egg him on, and I don't like
Well,
agreeing with
because I
men.
called him
That's
a
all.
bum. Because I called
Yeah,
him a
Yeah,
bum.
that's not
yeah,
nice.
Faye, that is kind of you did kind of start
I'm gonna
that.
drive past you at the bus
Because
station.
I
I
called him a
got you.
bum. But guess what? And I'm gonna send a screenshot.
I ain't even trying to laugh, dog.
And I'm about to call an Uber. I am at the bus station right now, but at the day I'm about to call me an Uber
How you
at
get
the
mad?
bus
You
station.
start the mess. That's
Yo,
crazy.
No, I mean, but realistically,
but I don't think. Why
I
you
am
think
at
he a
the bus
bum?
station, but I'm actually about to call myself an Uber.
How long does it
Yeah.
take you to get to these dates? Like 50
How long does
minutes?
it take you to suck my dick? How about that? How long does it take you to
Jesus
suck my dick?
Christ.
No, but like no,
This is
seriously,
wild.
Faye, why did you call him a bum? Why you say he was a bum?
That's a good question. I was about to ask that too, though. That's
Yeah, I
Please
want to know
answer that
why
too.
you called him a bum.
and I think a lot of I ain't gonna even lie. I believe a lot of not to put you on spot though. I think a lot of women tend to do that, and then next minute, like what Plus said, like how you gonna say that you at a bus stop? I'm not saying. I'm just saying he said that though. But I always wonder why like women do that. You know, they'll talk about a man and then they struggling themselves even.
I'm trying to figure out why you call him a bum when he says he's a hard worker, man. Means he's been working since he was little to now.
Oh damn.
I made her tap out, bro.
Not the runoff.
I made her tap
But
out.
Like,
no, I
you
wanted
call him a
that. I
bum
mean, I
when
wanted
you
them
work
to
his
ask
whole
a
life.
genuine thing because I never understood that though. Why do they do
But when you
that?
start something and you can't
But like,
finish it,
but
like
hold
that's
on,
crazy.
I really wanted to know that too because it's just like some. I'm not saying that these are her thoughts, but there's a lot of women out there that think that men should not have a break. They should always be working.
Oh no, for
And
sure,
that's
bro. That's a
you know what
huge
I'm
issue,
saying.
man. That
And
is
that's a
such
huge
a big
issue.
issue.
Yeah, they think that men should not ever have a break. We should be
Bro,
working
you ever notice when you see they see a dude lay back, relax on the couch, not doing nothing, they get upset for some apparent reason. He's not doing nothing, he's not bothering nobody, not saying shit. But you get mad at him.
You know what? Speaking of that, Capricorn, I literally just recently seen a video where it says that like not all women, but these women hate when men are having fun. Like I seen a video or something like that recently.
Bro, I see videos of dudes PlayStation getting destroyed because he's having fun. He's enjoying himself for the first time of his whole life. He gets to sit down and enjoy himself for at least a good 2 hours. And
Don't be real.
Where are y'all
I don't
meeting
think
these
people be
women?
real though, man. Honestly, I don't.
Where are y'all meeting
no,
these
not
women?
personally, not personally. We see these videos like
No, it was just
Oh.
videos.
PlayStation.
Princess. Like,
I don't think
yeah,
that's.
I'm like, what?
I never ran into that. I never ran into that.
I never
in
ran
real
into that because I might be in prison, but I never ran into that. But
life.
See, that's
But
I just want to talk to like the plus dude. I mean, like, luckily for him, there are women that would want to work and the man stay home. There's someone for everybody now.
No, but
Like mine.
I think the misconception, Princess, that we have here, and we can't, and this is truth, like not joking around. The women that I've met, like, yeah, they were glad. Okay, you got a job, like that's great. But it got to a point that they were getting a bit too comfortable and expected me to do like 100% of it. And quite frankly, like that's really unfeasible. I mean, for a lot of people.
No, it's not. It's literally my life.
Well, I mean, everyone's different. This was like 4 years ago, but still, I mean, a lot of women I feel are just lazy. You guys just you find it difficult to get your money up. And
I mean,
would you spending problems
would you-
actually being lazy?
would you say this though? Would you say this like
you want that Chanel bag, you
If a
want the
person is-
nails done, all that shit.
Right. All that.
if that person is
like calm
if
down.
that person is
money all the time, they'd be able to have some left over.
but it's like if
I mean, if he can afford it.
Oh, she said she coming back for the smoke.
but no, let's say this though. Let's say if like the person is
Yeah, because
taking
I'm
care
back
of
because I'm
everything.
not done. Yeah, and you was
They-
talking so much about being at the bus stop. And
Hold on, Faye. Hold on.
let's
hold
really
on,
no, because y'all was talking so much shit.
Oh wow.
I'm
wasn't
gonna
talking
let's really
shit. I
talk
wasn't
about
talking
how
no
I
shit.
ended up at the bus stop, right?
What you
Let's
what
talk
you
about how I was.
Man, let her tell her story real
No,
quick.
because y'all was talking so much shit. So yeah, you talking about me?
I was not talking shit.
No, I'm not talking about you. So yeah.
Oh.
But anyway, I was talking about so much and backing this bum ass nigga up. Like I said, you're a bum. You looking for a woman to take care of you. You're a bum. Yeah. Anyway, how I ended up was at the bus stop was I was with a dude and he was buying me shit. Right? Money hit my account. I gave him that money back that he was buying me shit with. Yeah. So you really talking about I don't got money to spend money on a nigga. At the end of the day, I look out. Like I look out. If a nigga do for me, I'm gonna do for him. Yeah, but but at the end of the day, I expect a man to do more because you want to be so much a man, right? You want to have a male role, but at the end of the day, y'all still want to be treated like bitches. Yeah. So yeah.
I got a little pushback on the whole bitches part.
Y'all still want to have princess privilege.
I don't think that.
Men, strong men.
Listen,
But hold on.
Faye, just accept it. Submit the job
Just
application.
accept that you could suck my dick, like I
Submit the job
said.
app. Submit
Hold
the
on, hold on,
How you
hold on.
call him
Suck
bum?
my
Your
dick.
bum is
Yeah. I want to have a good conversation. Look, I don't think that it's I don't think it's a female or a male thing to want their partner to, take care of them or spoil them or anything like that. I just think that when it comes to a relationship, you should have a person. Hopefully, you should have a person that want to do things for you and make sure that you're in the best possible state that you are in. Right? Nobody wants to be in a relationship, a parasitical relationship at that, where one person is benefiting from the other person's hard work and they're not getting anything from it. So I think that nowadays, when men say, yes, I do want a thoughtful woman, I do want a woman to, to get me things and, to be thoughtful of me, I don't think that that's feminine. I think that that's just something that men haven't been able to be privy to. And now we are asking, like, no, I want something in return as well. Not necessarily something in
That's only
return.
fair. That's only fair.
Mostly, because like think about it like this. I look at it like if you letting somebody take care of everything, that's a lot of whether they can afford it or not. And I'm not throwing no shade on nobody, but whether they can afford it or not, why would you want to see them work their whole entire life to make sure that you straight, but you don't do nothing for them?
Yeah, but I want the roles
I'm
to be
just
reversed.
saying you
man.
should reciprocate something. At the end of the day, men these days they want to be taken care of. They want to be the woman in a relationship. They want to be catered to, but at the same time, they still. I want you to respect me. I'm the man of this house. It can't be both ways. At the end of the day, you gonna be a
So wait,
leader.
you can't take care of your man and
You
respect
can't be half-assed. You can't be
You
half-assed.
can't take care of your man
Wait,
and
I have a
respect him?
question. Hey, so like if you're paying all of like the bills and she's like cooking and cleaning and stuff in exchange, is that fair?
Not
Say it
really.
again.
No, that's not really enough. I mean, It's cool, but just because you
That was
cooking,
a minimal. Actually, at that point.
yeah, that's nowhere near the. If we're talking about equal value, that's not really equal valueness at all. He's out there working, struggling, bringing home the money, making sure all the bills are paid. That's a level of stress that can be added on to his livelihood. So no, cooking and cleaning is not equal to him.
Yeah,
being home.
princess.
I
That
wonder
doesn't
how
matter no
long do
more.
it
My
take? Do
man
it take?
happy.
Hey, do
We're
it
not in
take
the
them 8
50s.
hours
We're
to
not in the
cook and
50s.
clean though? That's all I'm wondering.
Well, I
Can't
also
be.
You
watch
gotta
our
get that
child all
family,
day.
It
okay?
does. It depends on what you cooking.
I'm with our
It depends on
child.
what you cooking.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
depends
but
on
you
what
see,
you
I
cooking.
always
princess.
wondered that how is that comparable, but I don't know. Do they?
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know.
yeah, but princess, you said
And it
you watch
depends
your
on what you
child. I mean,
cooking. It
that still
depends on
doesn't
what you
cut it.
cleaning.
Do y'all got 30-minute breaks and stuff, or
My
you
man
know?
likes it. I don't know. It just depends on who you get
Yeah,
like
what
Are
you
with. If
think
it's
y'all
a
just like
Thanksgiving
there's
are y'all
dinner
someone,
worried
already?
about getting
everybody.
fired?
10 people? I don't. If it's just 2 people in the household, you cooking a Thanksgiving dinner for 2 people? Like that don't take 8 hours to cook something. It don't.
Well, I
I
would
mean, my
say
man
this.
works in like the computer coding stuff, so he makes plenty like working in an office, so he ain't
Well,
worried about it. I mean, I just think there's
yeah.
someone for everybody.
I
Yeah, it
mean,
is somebody for
it's
everybody.
free to keep.
I just think that people need to stop treating each other like they meal tickets, and
That's
they're
true.
not.
Exactly. It's even trade. Like
Depends on what you
you know,
cooking, what you
have
cleaning.
kids.
Depends on if you got kids on top of that. Because y'all act like,
Of
oh, it's so
course.
easy. People, because people don't, they have kids or they get a break from the kids or they didn't, you know, got to
Hmm.
a certain age where their kids are grown now. They
Hey,
forget how much it
real quick,
actually takes to no, but it is though
real
because
quick,
kids
y'all.
probably are involved too.
Hold up, real
So I
Yeah.
quick,
think
y'all.
people forget, like
Can
you
y'all hear
know,
me?
I hear you.
She's about to get that. Okay, somebody beat me to it. They must not already know the deal. So I was about to say real quick, and you can finish. Y'all can finish up. I just need Kendo because he haven't said anything. I want to see if you want to add something for it because I don't want him to get covered up. Kendo, was there anything you want to contribute? What the
Yeah,
heck?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
her spoiled self left because she couldn't finish talking. What? That's spoiled.
Hey, what's up, host? How you doing, man? What's up to everybody on
What's
the
up, my
panel?
brother? How you feeling? Welcome to the live, man. What you got for me?
Yeah, man. You know, well, for me personally, when it come to whole spoiling thing, man, I really ain't. I want no woman to be spoiling me. I mean, there's nothing that she can do to really spoil me because
I feel you.
I do enough spoiling to myself. You know, the
Mmm.
only thing that a woman, you know, that can do for me that I would appreciate is just general respect. You know,
Mmm.
respect for herself and respect me and respect everybody else around her. You know what I'm saying? That's what's more important to me. But as far as
Mm.
her, you know, doing quote unquote spoiling thing, what most people be considered spoiling, I don't need that. That's me personally.
Okay, I like that. I like that. How y'all feel about that, man? How y'all feel? Anything y'all want to add, or we can get to this next one? What happened to
I
the
mean, that's
spoiled
how
girl?
like
She
my
better
man
come right
is.
back.
No, that's
Okay.
I
cool.
mean, that's. I
Go
mean,
ahead.
that's how like my man is. Like he like is always working. Like even if he's off, he's working. I have to tell him to chill out. Like that's just what he does. He likes working all the time.
Do he like
I don't
working?
know. He's a workaholic. Like if he sits still for too long, he
You
gets
think he a
antsy.
workaholic because he like it, or just because he feel like he gotta do it?
He likes it. He was like that before we got married. He was like that when we
Interesting.
first got together. My dad is like that
Because I
too.
work
I think
like
that's why I
crazy, but I
got
don't
with
mean I
him.
like it. I work like crazy though, but I don't mean I like it. But okay, I feel you though. All right. What you got? Plus, I see you about to say.
Yeah, no, I was gonna answer the second one if we were ready to move on to that.
Is everybody else good with the open panel, or we can go to the second one? And then
Yeah.
if I am starting the second one, it's gonna start off with a game time, and then I'm gonna go up.
Yeah.
Most of the time, workaholics are using work to escape. Yeah, it could be all type of reasons. Yeah. Some people working to get to a goal. Some people working so they don't have to work no more. Some people working out to look for the family.
Oh, so
There's so many reasons, but
I really think we got to reverse the roles, man. I mean, it's not 1950s anymore. The woman should not stay home. I'm a pretty tired fucking guy. I want to chill for a bit. You feel me? Game time. Like, I want to stay at home, bro. I want to play the PS5, play 2K. I mean, I'll pay the bills. I'll cook. I'll clean. And that's really that.
Well, I don't know about the cooking and cleaning part. I hear you on some of that, but we're not cooking. And cleaning.
Yeah.
I hear you though.
I'm trying to chill, bro. Shit.
And the great thing about that is there is women out there that are willing to do that.
Yeah, but I want a
Great
rich
thing
woman.
about it.
Like, if I'm going to be spoiled, like, I
it's
want
a
to.
Well,
small amount in
obviously,
America.
I want a rich
well,
woman,
like the
bro.
rich women have
I want to
problems
be in
finding
that
a
world,
partner.
bro.
So boom.
But she gotta be pretty though, man. She can't be having money and don't look good though. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of
You
hard to
asking
find.
for too much now.
Yeah, I'm
You
about to say
asking
you
for
guys are
too
too
much
much.
now.
I've been
I
on
was
the
thinking that
spoiled
too.
part. No, the reason why I said I don't like to be spoiled like that because the fact of one, I don't want having the one thing. Else like me mentally is just basically I don't want you have things. You know, you can tell argument. Oh, I bought you this. I bought no. We're not doing that. You bought me 2 colognes and I didn't watch. Don't you didn't buy me everything. I can spoil my damn self. No, we're not doing
Yeah,
this.
that's why I say I like.
We're
Yeah, I
not
say I
doing
rather
this.
appreciation
I
than
do one for my
spoiledness. Yeah.
birthday, one to the full moon, Valentine's Day, Christmas, whatever. Cool. If you feel like you see something you like, whatever. But not every single time. No. That's ammunition. No. Hell no.
Yeah, and I think if you guys split, like they should give everything back that you spoil them with. I mean, if it's
Yeah.
if it's physical items, yeah, give that shit back. If it has like actual monetary value, yeah, give it
Like
back.
it's like I say, spoil should be on both sides. Like say you bought her this damn cologne set. It comes with lotion, everything, you know, little gift set, whatever. She do the same thing for you down the line. Get your watch and some cologne. That's cool. It's even trade. You don't have to how much it costs. It's just the point of it's an even trade. It's a thought that counts. But sit there trying to thinking you're gonna sit there and you just pay all the bills and spoil you like you a little child. No, you're a leech. Get out. Dumb.
Leech kind of heavy.
That is a leech. If she's not doing like she's just sitting around the house and barely doing anything and just don't want to do nothing for you, mentally, emotionally, and physically, bro, she's a leech. She's just sitting
Yeah,
there doing nothing for you.
Yeah, but if you're a man and you got a woman who's doing nothing at all, that's kind of a testament to your character. But if she kind of just doing the bare minimum, the cooking and the cleaning, and she's doing household duties, I wouldn't say she would be a leech.
I agree with you, Game Time,
I'm saying,
because
you got to do more than that because I do it my damn self. I cook, clean, even I got 2 jobs. It's to come and cook and clean by myself. So
It
you
just
got to do
it
more
like
than
just
that.
depends on the culture of like the man. I made sure to get with a man that agreed with the traditional roles.
I
you
do
know
that by myself.
If it isn't Andy, she's on my side of town. Welcome, Andy.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
What's up?
You want me to answer the prompt?
Matter of fact, yeah, you might as well so now it's quiet in there. Nah. Go ahead and answer it, then go back to we gotta do this first prompt too. The other prompt too. But we on the white one, just the white one.
Okay, would you like to be spoiled by someone? Why or why not? Yes, of course. Why not? I don't currently in society, I think both parties are not able to get a chance to get a break. Typically, both men and women are working hard, and I think can I speak from a point of being in a relationship, right?
Yeah, whatever point you want.
Okay, from being in a relationship. So if I'm with somebody, I understand we both work, right? And at some point in time with overstimulation within society, I definitely believe there should be a vulnerability that is curated within the home to get what you desire to be spoiled. So whatever that is. So for me personally, I think yes, that definitely should happen because I don't know a man or woman who has the option who is a good person, like the gentleman at the bottom said. Like that speaks to who you are if you're dealing with a bum, right? Or not a bum, but someone who is not helping or contributing, right? To the relationship. So yeah, we all working hard out here and we're trying to thrive and survive. So, or, get ahead. So I think yes.
Okay. All right, let's get to this next one then. Game Time. We're gonna start with you. What does it take? What does it take for you to spoil someone? What does it take? Yeah.
It's very simple. She has to understand and know that she's no longer her own person. She is now mine, and as long as she understands that she is mine and no one else is ever again, then I spoil her with whatever she needs. As long as we have that concept, then we good.
The heck? Thought that's what a wife do. I don't know. All right. Okay.
Huh?
Go ahead. Go ahead, Andy. You next. So, what does it take for you to spoil someone?
To curate a place of peace and rest. Because I am always multitasking. I desire somebody to create an atmosphere or a vibe, if you will call it, Just to be able to rest. I'm somebody that works hard, and I'm in a different phase in life. And so being able for someone to think outside of the box for just rest, I desire to be outside in a manner of it ain't no turn up, just be creative, date me. That is what it is, and I will date you. Like, I believe in reciprocity within a relationship.
Okay. Hey, watch this. Catch her off guard, babe. You next. Thought you was last. Like that.
You sure did catch me off guard.
I know. I want to hear your voice. Not been too long.
Wait, sorry. No, I said I was plating dinner. You know, it only took me like 30 minutes. Like, seriously. Anyways, we're on the second question.
Yeah.
What does it take for you to spoil? It don't take much. All it takes is honesty. That's it. Like, anybody who is I don't know, you just gotta show
So you saying the rest of the women spoiling liars? Okay.
appreciation.
Say no.
Yeah,
Let me stop.
No, honestly, appreciation. Yeah, because I'm naturally the type of person that likes to do a lot for people. So I don't really look at it as spoiling. I just look at it as care. Yeah, so yeah, it doesn't take much. I mean, they may feel spoiled. I've had friends say like, "Dang, you spoil me." I mean, I've taken my friend to all expense paid trip to another country.
Oh wow.
Cause I just love her. But because it's just something that flows out of my heart. So yeah, I don't look at it like that.
Oh,
That's
wow.
it.
Okay. Boy, I don't think I've ever been that nice in my life, but hey. Yeah. All right. Capricorn, what you got for me, my brother?
That shit don't take that long. I think treat people like you ain't treated when you come home from work. Hot bubble bath, hot meal. Give them their peace. Leave them alone. They won't be bothered. You know what I mean? Talking all damn day. Leave them alone for a minute. It don't take that much. It's not really that hard.
So I was wondering. Now you made me think about this in the middle, right? I said at the Princess of Kendo go though, because I'm just wondering like certain things. Y'all ain't got to answer now, but I'm just wondering like why it seem like why are certain things considered spoiling? Like you just said, running a hot bubble bath and stuff like that. Like which one is it? I don't know, but we gonna get to it though. Princess, what you got for me? What does it take to spoil someone?
I would say, like I would just say how I spoil my husband is he just likes appreciation, respect, his lunch is made, just me doing things to make his life easier. He don't got to think about anything when he walks in the door except spending time with our daughter. That's it. I do everything else.
Okay. All right. Kendo.
Yeah. To answer the question, what it takes for you to spoil someone? Well, I'm spoiling a woman just by doing this one thing. By when I tell you that I'm only exclusively dating you, that's enough right there. That's all the spoiling that she needs.
Okay. So now I got a question for you. Because all the things that y'all mentioned, she said, for him to come straight home, see his child, talk to the child, and she take care of the other things. I think he said about running a bath water or getting your bath water ran for you and all that. Oh no, something like that. And then he said, just being basically her husband or something like that. Being loyal, right? Like what's make it different from that being like why are things I'm trying to see why are things like that considered sport, or is that just something that people is that because I look at sporting as something rare, even though I don't do it. I don't sign up for that sport stuff though. I just don't. Yeah, but y'all gonna get to it. I mean, I'm gonna explain when we get to that next question though, because that's why I really don't mess with the term sport, and I don't mess with the actions behind it too. But why is things like that considered spoiling? You know what I'm saying? Like saying,
Well, just
uh,
within
I'm
the
giving you a bath. You don't have to mess with the kids today or something like that. Why is like, if y'all both giving 100, if you at the crib and you already doing these things or something like that, wouldn't that be normal? That's considered spoiling, or you usually got him doing everything while he's coming from work. I don't know.
I think within the context of this conversation is that's what it's been perceived as. But when you're in a healthy relationship, it's a give and take and you do for both. Like it's you scratch my back, I scratch your back. Like we a partnership. So like you said, these are normal things, and the rare things are the spoiling is the surprise. Like, oh, I really know you like this cologne, or oh, like the young lady said, I surprised and took you on a trip because I know, you're deserving of it. So I do believe with you of what you're saying. With it should be a rare occurrence because spoiling could be equated to being bratty or a negative thing. So when you're in a grown, healthy relationship, the things that we are naming are just normal things.
Hmm. Okay. Let me get Nyla in real quick though before we get to back to the open panel. Um, she said the spoiled. Look on. Say talk. You can answer the first two. Would you like to be spoiled, and what does it take for you to spoil someone? Go ahead, Nyla. Go ahead, Nyla. Oh, okay, 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 okay. She said skip. Pricing, skip. Okay, all right, for sure, for sure. But yeah, yeah. So, um, can I say I can't say my perspective yet. We got to answer this next, and then I'll say my perspective on how I feel about spoiling. Uh, I guess while we wait on her, we can get to this next one then. So I don't think nobody got anything to say for the open panel. Okay. Now let's start with Kendo. Um, when when has spoiling been a good thing, and how does it affect the majority?
Um, when that spoiling been a good thing. I mean, spoil. It just depends on like when he asks the question about when has spoiling been a good thing. I mean, it just depends on what does the couple require and what they
Mm.
perceive to be spoiling. Because spoiling to one person,
And,
might
and let me say this real quick too. I'm not only just sticking with relationships. So you talking about when you spoil your child, if you spoil your parents, if people do that, if you spoil friends, I mean, spoil, I'm talking about all type of spoiling. So that's why I ain't specify just one thing. So I'm just giving y'all, letting y'all know it's more than just the relationship though. But go ahead, my brother.
but yeah, spoiling itself is always going to be subjective because if you can what
Mm,
spoiling might what you might be considered spoiling to your partner might not consider that to be spoiling. You know what
mm,
I'm saying? So even with that itself, it can be kind of difficult. For me, spoiling has never been a good thing, because you can never, how can I say this? You can once you start doing something like that, you can never stop doing enough of it, if that make any sense.
mm,
So for me, like, spoiling to me, is not always like a good thing in my opinion. That's why personally.
mm,
And the second part of the question says, how does it affect? Well, the way that it affect the majority is because a lot of people, especially a lot of unhealthy people, a lot of people that's not in a good mental space, spiritual space, they're gonna start, using it as a form of manipulation. One of the main words that a lot of women I hear a lot of women say is love bombing. You know what I'm saying? So like when people who don't have good intentions or whatever, like they'll use like love bombing tactics, what some people might say spoiling, to manipulate. So that's why I always in general, man, spoiling, is usually not really a good thing, usually a lot of times. But yeah, that's just my opinion on it.
Don't read the comments, y'all. She about to give my stuff away. She think like me too much. All right, Glam, we gonna get you at it. I'm gonna try Nyla again. But hopefully she done talking to her son. Um, Glam, you got the first two. Would you like to be spoiled by someone? Why not? And what does it take for you to spoil someone?
Would I like to be spoiled by someone? Yes. I want to say that I am now. Why? Why? Because I think just the way I operate, I set a standard, and I like that reciprocation. And I think it is healthy for two people to create mutual appreciation for each other. And sometimes spoiling can be smaller things, sometimes it can be bigger things, but it's mostly just allowing that person to kind of get either their way or a little bit more than what they expected. The second question, what does it take for you to spoil someone? I'm a woman, so he definitely has to set that tone. He sets the standard in the relationship. So if the standard is set really high, I will definitely match it and, at times even do more.
Give me an example.
My boyfriend booked me a trip for my birthday. It was kind of short notice, and he was like, "What do you want?" And I was just speaking in hypothetical. I said, "I just want to get away. I work a lot." I was like, "I just want to get away from reality." And he booked the whole trip, all expense paid. I didn't pull out a wallet. I didn't do anything at all. And I surprised him on his birthday, and I booked him an all expense paid trip. And he didn't know that I was doing it. I just was like, "Hey, take these days off," and all expense paid. And he just enjoyed himself. He said he's never experienced anyone do that. But if he was willing to do it for me and he set that tone of we're producing at this caliber, then I'm going to match that for sure.
Oh, so I see. Oh, so that's what you mean. So your spawn is basically like can't think of the word right now. I was going to say transactional or conditional, but
That's not
yours is
that's
basically
not
like
wild.
if they do it, then you do it type situation. That's what I'm hearing.
No, I don't. Let's not twist it to make it something negative. When a standard is set,
I didn't say it was negative.
okay, it's not transactional, but it's mutual. It's called reciprocation. You understand? It's definitely giving that person the piece of she is exactly where I'm at.
I don't
You
know if
know?
I'm tripping, if I'm hearing you wrong, because I could have sworn I heard you
That's
say
not what
that.
I'm saying. I get
Are we gonna
understanding.
play like relationships aren't transactional?
No, I'm not even trying to say that though, but I could have sworn I didn't hear the part where it sounded like when she started off, she's saying that it's almost like she gotta one up him. You know what
No,
I'm
she said
saying?
it's
So
It's
reciprocity.
not. No, it's not
I
about
don't
one
think I heard the
upping.
word
So that was
reciprocity
one
though.
example. I can give you many other examples. Like he has certain meals that he just prefers, right?
Mm.
And he'll be like, "Oh, baby, when are you gonna cook?" And I'll be like, "Make your request." So being able to have your lunches, whatever you desire, and then I write love notes I leave love notes in his lunchbox and stuff. I feel like that's not like just the norm. That's
There
extra.
you go. Somebody,
I
I
take
guess I
the
had to
extra
use that
mile for
word.
him.
That's the word.
I
Somebody was
take
saying in the
I
comment, it was
definitely
like
go
a
the
match
extra
energy
mile.
thing.
Yeah, definitely. I'm a woman, so the goal is really, he has to set the tone. I don't want to be out here leading the ship. I don't desire to. So if he's setting the tone that we're gonna operate with each other and we're gonna treat each other in this manner, and
I,
then I'm definitely with it.
I'm not, what I'm noticing. Okay, this is what it is. It's funny though. That's how I know I'm not. Because that's what I'm saying. I think I'm hearing different key points. So even you saying setting the tone, right? That sound like I said, I think it is like a match energy thing. So it's basically like it's like how a lot of people love nowadays. They looking like, well, until you show me love, I'll show you love. Until you do this, so it's not. I'm not sorry to put it this
She
way, but it's
said
not
she
kind of
didn't,
genuine.
but she said she
It's not.
wasn't setting the
No.
tone. She said
Yeah,
she
no.
wanted
But that's the
him to
thing.
set
She
the
said
tone.
she gonna let him. Like she said,
Yeah,
that's
what's
what
wrong with
exactly
that?
because she said I'm a woman, and I heard that part too, right? I'm a woman, but I let him set the tone, and then
Mm-hmm.
whatever he do, I'm gonna try to basically do better. I know. I heard what I heard. I already know what I heard. But that's why I kind of, huh? What you say, Game Time?
No, you heard right. I heard the same thing.
That's
She
what I'm
said
saying. I'm not
she
tripping. I'm
said
like, but I gave her a chance like to say all of it. I was like, hold up. I said, so it sounded like one of them scenarios. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not trying to say you wrong or nothing about it, but it's just like I'm just hearing the way you know how you spoil works. So it's like you got to make sure. And I can get it. Some people tend to do that because they don't want to feel like they're getting played or they're doing more than the next person, all that stuff. I can feel that. You know, it just depends on where you at.
My normal, to me, what I consider normal within my relationship, the things that I do willingly without him having to initiate, to me are already a little extra. Like I said, because of who I want to be and the life I want to live with my partner, I just operate in that manner. When he comes home, I take his shoes off.
Mhm.
You know, that there's certain things he doesn't have to really get up much. I'll go get it. It's no big deal. There's certain things I'm just naturally a little bit more on the catering side. So if I do anything more, understand that my normal may not be someone else's normal because the loyalty is already set in. That is not even me being. That's not even spoiling. That's just gonna come with the territory. So
Okay, there you go. I was about to ask you,
other
was it
things
considered spoiler? So I like that you said
that
that. I
are
like that you said
extra. It goes the extra mile beyond the norm.
that.
So when she first started speaking, she said she has a standard, which was the boundaries of the standard. So that was the beginning of it. So there was nothing negative about it because when you're in a relationship, most of the time, like,
Well, who said this? That's the second time I heard somebody say negative. Who said it? Who came out their mouth and said something was negative?
no. The way you are posing the understanding of what it is that she does.
No, I was just trying to understand the way that she spoiled. So, yeah, that's all it was. Because I usually when I hear people spoil, it be more as in they're just doing it for this person. That's why I was asking, what do it takes? But what she said it takes is for him to set the tone. That's what she had first used. I'm saying she first used.
No,
But now I hear that she do things genuinely too, also though. So that's all it was. I heard both of them.
It's definitely something that he earned. His respect is something that he definitely has earned. So everything that I do for him or everything that he does for me, trust me, it is earned. Like it's definitely not something that is.
I can feel that.
It's
I can feel that.
definitely deserving. This is somebody who has earned their keeps and nothing less is acceptable.
Okay. Anytime like you better say something. Is Naya back?
Hey
Nah,
y'all.
There she go.
Naya!
Doing
Yep.
radio.
Yep, your friend over here. Your friend over here. Yeah.
So I do feel like spoiling somebody is a good thing in a relationship. Of course, I would love to be spoiled.
And that's it. Dang. That was a spoiled answer.
Wait, what else was I supposed to say?
The way I think you about to extend the sun. All right, then you rock with that then. Go ahead. Okay, so what does it take for you to spoil someone?
I had to be in love with them. They had to have earned that privilege.
Okay, so I'm glad y'all saying this. Now let's go ahead. So that's the reason why I said, "What does it take?" It seemed like y'all asking, "What does it take?" and saying what does it take again, basically. So what do? Okay, I guess I got to put it this way: what does it take for them to earn it?
Ooh, that's interesting.
They have to be on their P's and Q's.
What do that mean?
Showing up and showing that you can lead, being able to handle self without, I don't want to say looking like a bum, but having a standard, having boundaries, having
I think
discipline.
that's woman's favorite word nowadays. This is the second woman I heard use that word today.
No, I'm the same woman that used that word. Yes. But having a standard in life, a lot of times you don't want a selfish person. I would never want to date somebody that's selfish because I'm a giving person. So I would always want to continuously date my equal within that way, somebody who is generous, things of that nature.
When somebody don't give as much as you, would you slow down on your giving?
No, I wouldn't date anybody like that. So I don't know how
Dang.
Whoa.
Oh wow. Oh wow, we getting somewhere.
No, it's not.
We're getting somewhere.
It's not a negative because It's not a negative.
I didn't say it was a negative.
Explain why. Because if you
But
already have a standard of life, why would you go below that? So like
Wow.
below my standard. If like for instance, and I've said this on the young lady next to me's panel before, that I am a widow and my deceased husband provides for my life now. So what do I look like getting with a man that can provide less than a deceased man?
but it's all
Now
like
hold up. But you
wait.
can go
So
ahead, game time. But I want to say this though, real quick. Nyla, you doing a far? She doing that example where people got to go far left. Just because you don't give as much, don't make a man selfish. Come on, I ain't nobody saying selfish. That what?
If
That's
she's
what.
pouring,
That's how y'all think. That's how y'all think.
yes.
Oh my
If she's
gosh.
pouring and pouring and pouring, and you just taking it all up and not giving anything
Sometimes
back.
somebody can't give as much as you. Is that how y'all determine people love?
Well, anyway, giving
Well,
doesn't always have to be materialistic.
Yeah.
I
So,
can feel that. I can feel
so
that. That's a good
it
answer.
doesn't have to equate to materialism. So I can
Mhm.
speak directly on what giving can look like without it being materialistic, because the most valuable thing you have in this life is your time. You
Mhm.
can't get that back. So my investment of time in you, my effort, investing my faith in you, my prayers in you, all of those things are not something you can buy.
Mhm.
You can't buy that kind of stuff. Be in somebody's safe place, that's not something you can go buy. So yeah, even if somebody may not have the means to invest in you, maybe financially or monetary, there's other ways to show people appreciation and
Okay.
hold more weight. They hold more weight because the gift is the easy thing.
Okay, Glam. Okay, Glam. I feel you. See. I asked no question. I found out you actually a genuine person. Okay. I'm still questioning the other ones. I don't care. All right. So go ahead, gang. Time. I think you wanted to go.
yeah, I was a little bit confused about, I think her name is Andy's statement about her deceased husband, that so basically if the man can't pay as much as what your husband can give right now, if that is also what makes it a standard for you. So it doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter how much the person may care about you, or if he is actually a good person with character. It only boils down to if he can fulfill your standardly needs of daily living.
I know this is going to sound really bad, but at the end of the day,
Say no more.
marriage,
No, sorry.
marriage is a business. So the business of marriage should be handled first before anything else.
What do that mean?
Meaning having the hard conversations. What is your expectation of debt? What is your expectation of finance? How do you see
You mentioned money twice. That's funny.
What do you mean? Retirement, you have to plan. I don't know. I don't have
Yeah,
people who aren't
I
planning.
think. Oh my gosh, that's a good question. Game time. You cracking some stuff over. I ain't gonna even lie. That was a good one though. And I think, wow, I would, man. Do y'all believe sometimes some people's standards be too high?
But if I'm currently
That's the reason why
living
they end up single or stay single.
if I'm currently living that, then why should I settle? I can provide for myself. But what I'm saying is,
I think Game Time had a point though. Like, why is it seem like y'all stuck? I'm saying I ain't gonna say y'all. It seemed like you stuck on the like the financial things rather than how a person actually treats you. You know what I'm saying? That's what it sounds like.
All of that matters.
Yeah, I think when you really try to look for some real love, like some stuff you like, a lot of your preferences that'll go out the door when you see how rare it is to find what you really want. It's rare to just build a person and then just find them. That junk and that's why people be hurting themselves.
Somebody in the comments asked me, do I earn my own money? I earn over 6 figures, and I do have a standard of life outside of what my deceased
I
husband.
don't believe you. Go ahead and be a subscriber then if you are. Send that dragon real quick. I gotta believe you real quick.
Oh no, I don't spend money on frivolous things. That's why I have money. But what I'm saying is the reality of it. If I'm maintaining a soft life, and then I say, hey, there's also someone that has provided a life for me in a manner of he's not even here, then why would I date down? That's beneath me. I could, here's the thing. When I got married the first time, because this was my second marriage, I dated for love, and we divorced over finances because all we did was work. We never saw each other. So I could love you all day long, but if we can't pay these bills, we're gonna bump heads, right?
Yeah, but y'all together. Like, if my thing is, if you already have a standard of living a life and you can afford it on your own by yourself, and you don't need no help at all whatsoever, that means that you have the ability to actually look for love and have love only. But it seems as though you want to make even more. So why do you need more if you already?
It's not about more. I want him to have a standard of life as, like, I don't want to go pick somebody. I'm not a fixer. I'm not building a man.
Who's saying? I ain't saying anything about fixing. I'm just saying he's a good man. He holds you down. He has good character.
Okay, let me.
He's there for you. I'm not understanding if you can already take care of yourself. I'm not saying the man got to be broke. I'm not saying get a broke man. I was just saying this in general. If the man has good character, he loves you, he's there for you. Why does he have to make the same amount of money?
Because people who make bad choices with money make poor life decisions.
Interesting.
Look, I want to ask a question.
Hold up, I got a question now. I got a question real quick. Oh, they ain't like my baby about to go too.
No. I was just saying, it just sounds like there's only one idea of like it's just all negative about someone who has less money or whatever. One time was saying like he has character, he's this and that, and he may make a decent amount of money, but then it went into like, oh, that person obviously is not good with money. I don't know why it went that way.
Hard, but I didn't hear him say that. So I didn't.
What? We both said that. Me and Game Time.
Yeah, there's like already. That's what I'm saying. There's already like maybe a narrative of a certain type of person, and maybe break it down. Yeah, because if this person already has decent money, they don't have as much as you, but they are content with their life. They're not, they're fine with their life. They make good financial decisions.
I'll tell y'all mamas to date down.
Who's dating? How are you dating?
Wow. That's all she got out of that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Crazy.
Oh, she got out of it. So let me now, since you went there, that's the question I wanted to ask you anyways though. Since you said, okay, say if you do find a guy that's at your standard,
okay,
what make you think that guy want to pick you?
What do you mean? Why would he not want to pick me?
Why he would
just because he got your standard, that don't mean he want to choose you though.
But here's the thing. See, I like when y'all bring up stuff like that because y'all always make it seem like the BLK woman, when it comes down to who actually no. Let me finish. That actually has herself together. Everybody is not living in a poverty-stricken society. There are some people that I'm a lady of leisure, and that's rare within the BLK community. And so the reality of it is, because I've curated my own soft life, right? Whether a man is here or not, there's nothing wrong with it. And I do meet men, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of men that don't have a plan and don't love God. So if God is my first and foremost, and that man just loves his money more than he loves God, I would never be with him. It's a balance.
That's not what you said. Real quick. Why should that man compete with a person's deceased? Why he has to compete with a man?
So no, I can't let her slide with that. I'm gonna ask the question again because she probably just didn't hear me. I'm gonna let it slide because I don't know where that come from though. All I said was, you said that you want a guy that meets your standards, right? And I'm saying, what about you? If he did meet your standards, what would make him choose you? I ain't say your color. I ain't saying.
But I'm just saying that sometimes the narrative why he would choose me is because I can operate an empire, because I'm business minded, because I know how to love. I know.
You think that's what men want?
I know how to curate a home. I know how to curate a soft space for him. I have plans for us. I can let that man take months off if he needed a break, because I can carry the house.
Money,
because
sound like more and more money. You think men care about money that much?
That's not what I'm saying. At the end of the day, when you're in a relationship, the way men come home tired, sometimes society isn't pleasant to them and they need a break. So if my husband was to come to me today and say, hey, babe, I need a break, I'm going to listen to him because he needs a break and be like, don't worry, I got us. Like, it's a partnership. That's how it's supposed to be.
Why you can't do that with a man that's got less money than you?
Because I would never date anybody that has less than me.
Gosh. Oh
We
my
already
God.
know. We already know it's gonna have that. We already know it's gonna have that.
So I'm gonna leave it
But
alone.
that's cool.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
Oh man.
That's cool. That's her personal preference. I think that's fine. That's just her personal preference. I just find it kind of, wary that you will lose out on a very good man because he don't make more or the same as you. Just because if he making like 50 to 50K a year, he might have a regular blue collar job. He goes to work 9 to 5. He comes home, don't do too much. He minds his business, take care of the household the best of his ability. But even then, that's not good enough. So it's crazy to me that y'all want a good man, but when a good man comes along, it's still transactional. And 9 out of
I
10
think they
times,
still believe a good man is money. Oh, go ahead. My bad. You was
yeah,
about to.
but 9 out of
That's
10
why like
times,
Diddy got money. Look how he
but
doing.
even still, 9 out of 10 times, that man that's making as much as you're making and more, I promise you he cheating on you. I guarantee it. Because he got
I
options.
got a question for her.
And that's why
I'm
Cassie
sorry.
going through what she going through. All right, go ahead, Eric.
So if your husband lost his job today and couldn't find another job for the rest of his life, would you divorce him?
No, that's different. That's partnership. When
It's
you are
the
married.
same thing
No,
though.
it's
You
not.
said you would never
Ooh,
date,
good
you
one,
would
Eric.
never
Good
be
No,
with a
it's
one.
not.
man who
No, it's
has
not.
less than you. That is
Because
exactly what you just
no, it's
said.
not what
Can
I said.
everybody
No,
back?
it's not what I
No,
said.
no, no,
No,
no.
it's
Can
not what
everybody
I
back
said.
me up when she
No, it's
just said
not what
that?
I
Is that
said.
not what she just
I
said? She
said I
would
What
never
wouldn't
be
said
with
a
date
a
woman
man
somebody
who
with
who
has
less
makes
less
than
than
less
you?
than
her.
me. I wouldn't
That
date
man
with my
went from
husband.
making money to getting zero money. So that means he's making less than you.
Listen, I said I would not date, but my husband, if my husband lost his job, why would I leave him? Because I wouldn't leave him if he was sick. I wouldn't leave him if a
Because you
unforeseen
just said
occurrence.
you wouldn't be with a man
I
who makes
wouldn't
less
date,
than you.
but my husband is a different situation.
That doesn't make sense.
Oh my God. That means none of you have
said
ever been
date.
married.
Date was never in that sentence. You
They
said I
did. They
would
did
never
say
be with
that.
a
And that's what
man
I
who
said.
makes
They said,
less
why
than
would you
you.
date? I said, I
Wait,
would
hold
never
up.
date.
What did you mean? Oh, sorry. So I want to go back to what you said. You said none of you never been married.
No,
What did that mean?
I'm talking about her. I said in the capacity of being married. When you're married, you stay for sickness and in health, richer or in being poor. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to carry a man for potential to date. I would never do that. Just like there's certain things men are not going to do for a woman they're dating. They're going to do for their wives. I would never do anything or date under me. That is crazy work. I wouldn't tell any lady, whether she was a sister, family member, anything, to date beneath herself. Have a standard.
Okay, that it answered my question.
I did. Thank you.
Damn, the fuck.
I know.
Why so? I mean, if your weight working, why you get mad at everybody like that? That's crazy. I mean,
Oh,
sure.
I'm not
Good look.
upset. I throw jabs when they throw them back. That's it.
Andy, see, I told you this on my last panel too. You have a very defensive way of answering questions, and I'm just letting you. It's just an observation. I'm not the only person that's like seeing it. I'm just saying maybe it's just something you may want to look at.
But you know what? I definitely, you know what? But maybe this is not the live for me. Thank y'all for having me. I appreciate it, and I won't.
Who's saying that? No, we just bring it out. This is what we do in the lives like this. We just make us look at each other within ourselves. Oh my gosh.
Can I answer the actual prompt though, if you don't mind?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I would like to
Wow.
be spoiled by somebody because like if you a hard worker and stuff like that, sometimes you just want to be pampered and all of that. But I never just want to be spoiled by somebody I can't spoil in return type deal. What does it take? Me personally, if you just get me a book and run me a hot bath with some bubbles and a candle lit, I'm good. That's all I really want for real. I be on my feet all day at work, so that's all I really need. I don't really need much. When has spoiling been a good thing, and how does it affect the majority? I feel like spoiling can be good when people actually take
My man, I read that. He said, prime example why you shouldn't be spoiled.
Are you talking about Andy?
Go ahead. No, I'm laughing at the comments with
I'm
my
talking about the comment. Is she talking about Andy?
Yeah. I mean, it's obvious. She just gonna drop. Hopefully she come back though. That's the second person that just dropped the mind. Dang, people cannot handle the accountability room. That's crazy work. I guess once you start looking within self, they gotta just leave. But hey, go ahead, finish up here.
Yeah.
You just on the second one, and then we done after that.
Yeah, okay. Spoiling, I feel like it's been a good thing when people take the time to like appreciate it and understand where it's coming from and understand like why the person doing it and they took the time to do it and give thanks and gratitude for it. And I feel like how does it affect the majority? I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people out here feel entitled to it. If you get what I'm saying, they feel entitled to spoiling. And so they get a big ego around it when they don't get spoiled because, they've been spoiled by their parents and not in a good way, like spoiled rotten, instead of just spoiled with a kind heart. Because I know a lot of people who are spoiled by their parents with a kind heart. And then I know a lot of people who are spoiled by their parents with a rotten heart. So there's a huge difference in that. And that's it.
Okay, for sure. What you got for me, CC?
Yo, what does it take for you to spoil someone? Like, what are you saying? Like the prerequisites for me to spoil somebody?
Yeah, how you feel that you should answer that one. It's up to you.
I would have to know that the person I'm spoiling is like a man of character, virtuous, having integrity, being generous, kind, a leader, confident in his word, a man of his word. So that's what it would take for me to spoil somebody. When has spoiling been a good thing, and how does it affect the majority?
Oh no, we ain't there. Hold on,
Oh,
hold on. Let
we
me look.
still
Let me
on the
look.
first one. We still on the first one. Okay, yeah.
Affect
That's
the
what it takes for me.
majority. Yeah, we ain't on that one. Not yet. Yep.
Wait, I
So
didn't do the top one. Would you like to be spoiled by someone?
yeah, that
While
one. Yep, you can do that one.
Okay. I would, but the things I want to be spoiled with aren't money. Like, I have money. I don't need things that I can buy myself. I want to be spoiled with intangibles. Like, if my man sets off a weekend for just me and him, like, I have his time for 48 hours, and he's a very busy man. So those are the things that I appreciate, having the time to listen to me, maybe us going to the gym, whatever it may be, but just that quality time spending with my person, like, that's my idea of being spoiled.
Okay. All right. What you got, Perry? What you got for me, my brother?
Hey, what's going on, man? I think when it comes to the term spoiling, that like basically denotes that you're doing something for somebody without a reason, right? Not saying they don't deserve it. So I like to use the term rewarding. Like if somebody has a selfless nature and they just keep doing for everybody but themselves, then you want to come to the point, let me reward her today. Let me take the time out and reward her because she do everything for everybody, don't do nothing for herself, right? I think that's more in context for me, rewarding. But spoiling, basically,
Man, hold up. Do I know? I heard your voice before. I saw you either change your. I know people's voices. Did you have another profile name?
Nah, this is the only thing I got.
Man, you sound familiar. I heard you before. All right, go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, so like say you meet somebody, you meet a girl, a woman, and she's just gorgeous to you. She just fine. And you decide you want to do all this stuff for her. What did she do to get it, right? You just spoil her because you highly attracted to her, right? And some people want to be spoiled because that's what they're used to. But, it's not my bag. I think rewarding someone's efforts or actions is one thing, but spoiling, nah.
Am I thinking about navigate? Don't navigate sound like him? I don't know. All right. So what does it take? You already answered the other one. What does it take to spoil someone?
Again, it's a reward. You gotta deserve it.
Okay, I got you. And then you
You know
said
what
for
I mean?
yourself, do the same thing?
Yeah. If I'm just sitting around doing nothing, hey, let's do this for you. Like, why? What are you doing this for? I ain't doing nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
So
feel it.
it's a sense of entitlement, I think, comes with being spoiled.
Yeah. And he sound like I thought about it. He sound like that one dude that got caught with that girl that was married dude. I forgot his name.
It wasn't me.
I know that shit. He
I
like
got caught with a dog.
what's his? I forgot that dude name. He got caught with that girl named Heartbreaker or something like that. I forgot his name. Dang, I be forgetting about people. All right. Let's open panel. Anybody, anything, or we gonna get to this other one? Let's talk about what y'all talking about in the comments, though. How y'all feel about that? I want to bring it with that girl.
No,
Like, one feel like we was
well,
being too mean to her. One of them
that's the
feel
thing.
like
Well, that's the thing, though. That is another effect of being spoiled is the fragility of it all, because it's like you're so used to people coddling you and doing around what you need and stuff like that, and everybody is not going to coddle you, so it's very difficult to maneuver.
I don't think you guys understood her very well.
No, we didn't have to. Like, that's the thing. There's plenty of people on this panels that are not understood.
Yeah, and one thing I will say is I could tell that she's a certain caliber of woman because the way she operates and not wavering on herself. She's not going to allow anyone to change her reality or narrative, nor is she going to sit here and let anyone convince her otherwise. She doesn't feel the need to argue because there's nothing to argue in her book. So if she chooses to leave, I feel like a woman who respects herself can choose to leave a space that doesn't serve her.
Yeah,
And I
but
understand that it may have been more conducive to just maybe communicate and maybe get further and elaborate, but she didn't feel the need to. And like I said, I will always respect the woman who just knows her place. And if she feels like it's not for her and can walk away, I feel like that shows strength.
You know what's funny is the whole time she was just fine discussing or disagreeing with people, right? She was fine. The moment there was a critique about maybe her character, that's when she ran. So it had nothing to do with, oh, you know, I don't want people.
I disagree. I think there was previous critique and she did stay. I think it got a little disrespectful.
What was the?
It got a little disrespectful. She chose to leave.
Yeah,
What
I think
I'm
the
not
other
going
girl,
to speak
she
for
came
her. It's just
in
my
disrespectful.
interpretation.
Hold on. What was the
My
previous?
interpretation.
Okay, so what was the previous critique?
They critiqued her from the moment she said that her husband provided from the grave.
What was the previous critique?
The critique
What
was why does
what
a
was
man
so
have to
different?
compete? And it speaks to her character. And is it all financial? All of that was said. And she stayed and continued the conversation.
Okay, yeah, but it was okay. So it must have been the fact that it came from me.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, she stayed.
I don't know if
She
it's
stayed
me
the
per
whole
se,
time,
because no
right?
one knows
She,
each other.
yeah, no, she does. That's what I'm
But
saying.
if y'all
Like,
know each other, maybe then. But I don't
no,
know.
but the thing is, I said it I said it as nicely as I could. It really, that's fine.
I think she exited once that line of respect was crossed because somebody was like, "The fuck," and she was out of there. She wasn't with it.
Yeah,
And like I
Nobody
said,
said no.
she was out of there.
But she
What?
had
No.
a hard
And she threw a jab at somebody else unwarranted.
right.
I think you guys didn't understand what she.
No, did she not throw a jab at somebody else?
No, when Andy came in, she came kind of crazy at her.
Thank you.
I could see. No. Whoever was in the box beside you, not her, the one who was in War Talk. Yeah, whoever that was, she came crazy at her. And I felt like that's when her energy kind of shifted because it seemed more like an attack. Her questions were more like an attack instead of just asking her questions to see her perspective.
Okay, were you here when Andy was attacking other people and calling them brokies?
No, I wasn't.
And that's not a good caliber of a man?
No,
that's
I
why
wasn't.
that's
I
a
wasn't.
bum. You calling people bums?
No, I didn't hear all that. No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, people have these double standards for other. It's so hypocritical the way they treat other people, and when they are called out on their behavior, they run. And it's other. I'm Glam, you cool, but what I'm saying is, enablers are everywhere. And by saying, "Oh, she's a different caliber of a woman," has nothing to do with that.
Perspective is your reality.
Nothing to do with that.
I mean,
So are you saying none of us are a caliber of a woman?
I never stated any of that. I didn't.
I'm just saying she has enablers everywhere, and that's the reason why she shows up a certain way.
I think you guys misinterpreted her statement from the jump.
It's not about her statement, it's about her attitude.
The girl was not disrespectful.
Okay.
So who was disrespecting her? That's what I'm trying to get to. You keep throwing the turn at somebody disrespecting her. All we did is ask questions.
We were going to talk about the panel.
It's a double standard.
She excused herself after that comment.
Because she had to look at herself.
I didn't catch that early part where, I don't know, you guys were talking about all of that other stuff.
You don't
But
believe that's spoiled though? Speaking of
from
the topic, you
what
don't believe that's spoiled though? Once you're so used to having it your way, that as soon as somebody tell you about yourself, you don't take the time and ask why. You be
I
like,
think
well,
people
I'm
don't take
uncomfortable, it's time to
well.
leave.
I don't think people take well to women who don't waver. So
Huh?
it can be perceived in any way. And like I said, your perception is your reality. But my perception of it, she doesn't waver on herself, and she doesn't waver on certain things. She chooses to engage in what serves her and what does not.
Yeah, but
And I
that's her
think
living.
that
I,
alone.
I don't
You're
think that's the
talking about
point.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you're talking about because you align with her talking points, you're giving her an out for like the way and maybe you weren't
I didn't agree with everything she
maybe
said.
you weren't here when she was speaking disrespectfully. But what I'm saying is instead of actually looking at the whole thing, you're just like thinking from a standpoint of women people are always attacking black women specifically with standards. And I'm just saying it had nothing to do with her talking points. It had to do with the way that she is able to talk to other people any way that she wants to. And yet she wants some type of respect from other people. That was the point that I literally just gave her a little feedback and she couldn't handle the feedback.
Yes.
Your perspective is your reality. My interpretation and yours may be different. I didn't agree with everything she had to say, but I also don't think that it warrants any more of our engagement because she's gone.
And what is the topic of discussion? Because of the whole, it's a panel. So, but honestly, she kind of lives in a echo chamber. And then
you can tell her reality looks
But
at her.
look, this the thing though, like this what I'm saying. I could tell, and it's cool though that you pick your sides and stuff because I can even tell. I don't even remember when you were saying in the comments when she came out of nowhere to talk about black woman and something, and I never said anything. She couldn't even answer my straight question. And you was like, "Yes, I get you," hand clapping, all that other stuff, and I'm like, "That's not even my question." So it already seemed like you sided with her from the beginning already though. So it's like you can't even be real from this point that you have a bias from this point. Because nobody disrespected her. Huh?
I didn't agree with everything she said.
No, what I'm saying is you have a bias because you didn't give nobody hand claps on this side. You just heard when I asked her a question that didn't even align with the answer. Huh?
I didn't give a hand clap to her either.
No, I seen you in the comments. You said, yes, that's right. Yes, that's right. What she said about black women, something like that. And I'm like, I never said anything about black women.
No, sir. I agreed on her when she said that her husband still provides for her even after his death, meaning he thought of her so much that even with his absence, he made sure that she was secure. That's
you did. I know. I was paying attention. I know it was the time she was talking when I asked her the question.
I'm not the arguing kind of woman, so we're gonna start there.
That's cool. You don't have to argue. That's why we should listen sometimes. I ain't saying we gotta argue. I'm just.
And I appreciate your opinion. We can agree to disagree, but
no, but you can't just no. You're not about to just
what I was speaking on in a comment section.
No, you didn't remember saying that at first.
You're not going to tell me what I remembered.
It's not about what you were speaking on. It's about what you were.
I can tell you exactly what I didn't agree with. No one asked me that.
It's not that you were giving her claps, right?
So let's be for real here. Because what I didn't agree on was the financial aspect.
Okay, but
that's what I didn't.
The only point he made was that you were clapping up what she said.
I agreed with her in the aspect of why should she date a man if her husband can provide for her for after death? Why would she date a man who can't provide for her?
But that wasn't when I said that. I said when I asked her the question, was she good enough? I said, what make her good enough to get a man that was on her standard? She started talking about, I'm a black woman and all this other stuff. That's when you start clapping. You're not about to play me in my face, of which when you start doing it, that's because you don't even remember. So that's what I'm saying. Like you about to just lie to my face, and I seen when you did it.
I don't lie. We're gonna start there as well.
Oh my gosh, you just lie. If I rewind this, I could.
I don't know what you're accustomed to, but I can speak freely for myself. I can speak completely freely for. I think sometimes.
Okay, I see that. Okay, that's cool. That's all right. I'm gonna leave it alone then. I'm gonna leave it alone. I see y'all got something in common though. I see y'all got something in common though. Y'all just can't take. Y'all can't take it and put it in a hot seat.
Listen, I can. It's not about a hot seat. There's nothing hot on my end. There's nothing hot on my end. So, like I said, I'm the person who can agree to disagree with anyone. I can respect your opinion and you can respect mine. and we can proceed
You don't
accordingly.
even know what the opinions I mean that we're talking about right now. You just from this point, it just seemed like you just like let me go with the flow and say whatever. But I'll
No,
leave it alone though. It
I'm
is what
not a
it
go with
is.
the flow kind of woman. I can speak up for anything and everything. My perspective is
Yeah,
mine. It's mine to have, just like yours is yours. I did not discredit you in any way. I didn't discredit
I
you,
didn't
nor did I
say that. What the
disrespect
heck?
you. It's not about you saying that. I'm letting you know I didn't do any of those things. So I
Yeah,
can
but
respect your
I'm
opinion
saying you done
and we
threw
can
so much
continue and we
negative
can
stuff our way
proceed.
and said people was being disrespectful to her. You
I
said
said the
all these
only
things,
thing
and I'm
that was
telling you that I
disrespectful
wasn't.
was when the person cursed. I was very specific. When somebody
Huh?
said, "What the fuck?" That's when I said that was the only thing that was
Oh my God! So
disrespectful.
you just reached for that one?
That's the only thing that was blatantly disrespectful. That was the only thing that I
I don't even know
identified.
who said that. I don't even
I
know who
think
said
that
that. But
person is
all right,
gone as
all
well,
right.
but that's the
It's all
only
right.
thing.
It's all right. Ain't no big deal though. I mean, I can understand. Everybody got their sides. All right. So let me get Rock Talk in real quick.
Yo, what's up with y'all?
What you got for me, my brother? So we just on the first two. Would you like to be spoiled by someone? And what does it take for you to spoil someone?
Man, I wish I had read that before. Um, I don't believe in spoiling, Mo.
Mm.
I believe in sharing what I have because it falls to okay. So recently, I've been thinking about why a lot of people are so entitled because some of them grew up, their fathers never said no to them, so they go to the world expecting whenever they ask for something, no one to say no to them. So for me,
Mm.
when I'm living my life and I want to share my time with someone, I'm sharing my time with my resources. I'm not spoiling anyone. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm
Mhm.
spoiling myself, you enjoy the time that I'm spoiling myself with you. But I'm not
Mm.
going to like now your birthday, special occasions, those are different times. But like this whole thing that society is all entitled to special days every day is insane to me. Now there are exceptions. Like sometimes maybe somebody's stressed, somebody is going through a difficult time. There are exceptions. But on a regular day, we're going to do regular things like regular people and enjoy, you know, the freaking sunrise or sunset, whatever. The spoiling thing is destroying our community and society. So I don't believe in that.
Mhm. Okay. All right, let's get it. All right, so now I got a new side question I just came up with for everybody. Uh, he laughing like you know me or something. All right, so my side question: what are signs of spoiled people?
I got one. I got one.
why, why
So I,
everybody?
I, I dated this chick years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we met, we exchanged numbers. So I called her and asked her out to brunch. I'm just leaving the gym, so I'm hungry. And it was this diner that I kept hearing about and loved pancakes. So she was from the area. I actually wasn't. I just had business in the area. So I said to her, hey, called her up, you busy, blah, blah, blah. You want to go to this diner and get some pancakes? She's like, sure. So we go to meet there. When we get there, hey, listen, I changed my mind. Can we go to this restaurant? So me being a nice guy, she caught me. All right, no problem. So we go to the restaurant, and then she started telling me how she's a princess and how she needs to be spoiled. Right? And that was the last date we had. That was a wrap. I wrapped that right on up. We gonna finish the meal. You gonna go ahead and charge me up, have all the extra drinks you want. I'm gonna take this one on the chin, and I'll never see you again. This is a wrap. I don't even know you. Why should I spoil you? What are you going to do? Yeah. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
indeed.
Okay. Naya, what are signs or
Kev, I
actions
think
of
you.
what you got,
Oh,
baby?
I'm sorry. I think you missed Cece.
Cece?
I'm right here.
Oh, that's Cece. Oh, okay. Oh
Yeah, I
no,
don't think
I think she answered. Yeah,
oh,
she
she
answered
did.
both of
No,
them.
I didn't answer the side question.
Oh no, well, I just started a side question.
I don't know what order you going in, host. Go ahead, do your thing.
Oh, Yeah. I'm matter of fact, yeah, let's start that way since it's so small on that side. Uh, and this is my baby talking. What is the signs? No, I want her to go. Never mind. No, because she think like, nah, I'm good. I don't even want her to go right now. Never mind. I'm gonna make her go last. I just thought about that. That's why I gotta make her let go last sometimes because she be cracking the code and she thinks just like me. So I can't do it. All right. So Cece, what are signs or actions of a spoiled person?
Spoiled person. So I'm thinking both genders on this one.
Yep.
But to me, somebody that's like ungrateful, like I've been with a dude and I was just talking about little things like, oh, I like thrift shopping. Oh, I like making my own food. I don't like eating things in the street. And he was just like, oh, well, I would never da da da. Oh, I couldn't eat da da da, or I couldn't wear da da da. I'm like I can't, money can only buy so many things. I've had a lot of money. I've had a little bit of money. There's been times where I've been the happiest with a little bit of money and sad and depressed with a lot of money. So it's like somebody that's spoiled is somebody that don't know the worth and the value of like the time that's put into earning the money to spend on those things.
Okay. I like that. Rock Top. What you got? Yeah. No, did he answer? No, he laughed. No, he just laughed. Never mind, he didn't answer. Oh, did
Yeah,
he?
ask me the first question. What was this one? What was the side question?
This the side question. So the side question is on what are signs or actions of a spoiled person?
That entitlement mentality, bro.
Mm.
Like that. Oh, because he has it, so he should give it to me. Like what? What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that people don't want to like give you stuff or share stuff with you, but when you budget their money in your budget, that's crossing the line. Especially when your guys are just starting off. If you guys are in a full blown living together relationship, completely different situation. But if you guys just hanging out, getting to know each other, that entitlement mentality make it. I watched. Posted a video recently. There's a girl who called a guy and asking him for part of her rent, and he was like, "I ain't got it," and she got mad at him for not having the money that she doesn't have. You know what I'm saying? So like shit like that, it's just weird. Like for me now, that's one of the things that I do my best to like listen to every word that someone uses when they're speaking with me, because I want to understand what that means to you and how you're using it, so I understand you better. Why? Because there are certain people who come from poor background that have allowed their mentality to be affected by their background and not change it. And poor people can never be satisfied. And the worst ones are those who have access to money at a young age, and now maybe they don't have it, but then they still want to live that life without the responsibility or accountability. So yeah, that.
Okay. 5 minutes. What you got for me? So the side question is, what are signs of a spoiled person? Signs and actions of a spoiled person.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Give me one moment, please. Actually, can you go on to another?
Okay.
Yes.
I got you.
Thank you.
Nyla, what you got?
Okay, I think a sign that someone is spoiled is, if y'all hear my dog, I just put her in her box. But anyways, I think if you see a
Your
person,
dog spoiled? I'm
yeah.
sorry, no.
But if you see a person who is just super happy, I think that's a great sign that they're spoiled. I don't think it
Wait,
always
what?
has to be negative.
What? Nyla always doing it. She did that on Rachel a lot. Just be leaving some stuff hanging. Got everybody like, what?
No, hear me out. Because
Go ahead.
because you could hold on. So yeah, if you have a person and all of their needs are being met, they're being treated super well in their relationship or in their family, they will exude a certain type of light. Now, I do see that there's two sides to the coin. You can have a person who takes that treatment and they're very entitled or nasty with it, but then there are people who are just genuinely happy.
Uh, can I? You still going around, or can I? Can I speak?
I know
Host?
you want to get something, but yeah, after I go around, I got about 3 more people. Then we gonna do open panel. So her dog must have did all the spoiling right there. So let me get Glam in. What you got for me? A sickle like she ready. You ready? 5 minutes? Like you ready now?
I agree with Nyla to a certain capacity, because I think we speak about spoiling in two different connotations that I don't think we're identifying. There's a positive and there's a negative. So the positive connotation of spoiling is incentivizing somebody who is deserving. And the negative side of it is incentivizing somebody who is not deserving. So one is counterproductive, right? So doing something for someone who didn't deserve it, didn't earn it, creates that room of entitlement. It creates a false sense of like
So
identity,
Glam,
as
what
if
question
we
you on,
deserve
Glam?
it. I was commenting on what Nyla said.
What the? We ain't doing that yet. I said the question is, what are signs and actions of a spoiled person?
Okay, on the negative connotation and is entitlement, is being frivolous with resources that does not belong to them. On the positive end of being spoiled, you can usually tell because the person exudes a light, like she says. It's a very it's very healthy, it's very positive. You can tell that this person is their heart is very settled. Their whole energy shifts because you can tell that they're well kept and well taken care of.
Okay. Okay. All right. Game time. Then we gonna
Yeah,
go back to 5 minutes and see if she ready.
I would say signs of being a spoiled person is they genuinely happy people. Honestly, they have a good life. They live good. Most of the time, if you are a spoiled person and you grew up spoiled, or maybe one day you became spoiled, you can actually see what's going on around you in society because your life is so good. So when someone has a bad life, you kind of feel bad for them, but you don't let it affect your life. So most people, in my opinion, most people who are actually spoiled are good people. They genuinely care about what's going on in society. They have a reputation of being good people. They enrich people around them. They don't really have too many negative things to say, unless they might be in their moments and whatever. But overall, I mean, the signs of spoiled people are good people in general. That's just my take on it.
Wait, you said the signs of. Say it one more time.
The
That last
signs
part.
of the signs of spoiled people are good people in general. Like they're just good. They're good people. A spoiled person is really an actual good person.
Interesting. Okay. All right. 5 minutes. What you got for me, and then I'm gonna get my baby in.
Okay. Hello everybody. I think that there's a difference between being spoiled and being well taken.
Well, before we get to that one, so the question was, what are the actions and are signs of a spoiled person?
Okay. All right. Okay. So the actions and the signs of a spoiled person. I think the spoiled person tends to be selfish.
Mm.
They do not consider how their actions affect others. and sometimes not even themselves looking, forward. And generally, that's because they've never had to really work for all that they have. There's always somebody there to bail them out. It's been my experience that truly spoiled people, they don't give a lot of thought to what others around them are thinking.
Yo, Mike messed up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you
There
hear
you go.
me?
There you go. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry. They don't, I was saying, a truly spoiled person, they don't tend to look too far into the future in terms of the things that they do and how it will affect them or other people, because many times that future is set up already. It's not something that they had to think about. It's like if your great grandfather, let's just say, started a business, right? And that business gets passed down. Great grandpa, grandpa, dad, and now this person. Well, by the time it gets to the fourth generation, it's no longer like this thing that the family is just working 24/7 to keep up and to just keep the doors open. Now it's a well-oiled machine if they did it right. So the next person in line, they don't have to do much. They don't have to do much to get the keys. They don't have to do much in terms of, making sure everything flows, except for listen to the people who've been put in place to assure that everything is there and it's okay. Yeah, that's pretty much what I got with that one.
Okay. You made the time or two. And last and not least, what you got, babe? And then we do open panel from there. I know CC want to start it up. CC, you can start it up after my baby go. What you got for me? What are signs of a spoiled person and signs and actions of a spoiled person?
Okay, so at first I didn't used to think that being spoiled is like either negative or positive, but in looking at the actual definition of the word, it's all negative. If someone is actually spoiled, they've gone bad. It has reached a point. So, signs of a spoiled person is definitely selfish because they can't see anything outside of themselves. They lack self-awareness. They have a ton of character flaws. I mean, I don't know how else to say, because at first I thought it was both, but when I looked at the actual definition, I think people are talking about when someone is cared for or loved for, you know what I'm saying, the expression of love or whatever, but like an indulgence or overdoing that care creates a personality type that is not good. So maybe some people are not spoiled, but like in how we are talking about it, like it says spoiled in the definition of spoiled, that is not a good thing.
May I chime in quickly? Rachel, you're speaking about the denotation of spoiled, which is the dictionary definition, which, yes, that is correct if you're going to speak on it as the dictionary definition. But when you speak on it on the connotation, it can go both ways.
So I'm gonna do my take. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's the way that I'm talking about it.
Can I say something on that real quick
Wait,
too?
before you go, I want to do mine too before y'all do it. And then Cece wanted, she got to start off the open panel though. She know she had something before everybody. But my take on that, right? The signs of a spoiled person. From what I noticed, right, and it was funny because like we kind of was starting up, talking about it earlier because of what happened earlier. But yes, signs of a spoiled person. First off, they cannot take criticism. That's one of the first things, most definitely. When you're used to being right all the time or having it your way, yes, you tend to either get offended, you tend to become this person that wanna think everybody's against you type situation, all this other stuff or whatever. I think that's one big sign of us. That's like almost number one because they feel like they being attacked, especially when you trying to help them out. Another sign, another one is I think they got a lot to do with pride and selfishness. And I'm trying to think of some more stuff. I think it's some more, but whatever. I'm gonna leave it with that though. But I think that's one big sign of a spoiled person. And also, I see she keep putting. I think overall spoiled. That's the reason why the next thing. Actually, matter of fact, I'm gonna have you, since she keeps saying there's a negative and a positive on it, which I believe is just all negative. When I'm gonna ask you, Glam, then to start off with you. Oh no, dang, I forgot we got to do the open panel. Dang, I just want because she keeps talking about that dang on stuff. I just don't know when. But go ahead, CC, go ahead, start it off, and then we can get to it.
Firstly, I don't believe that being spoiled means that you're a good person. I feel like that's an evil mindset. We can't look at people who are peaceful or at peace and be like, yeah, they're spoiled. Absolutely not. They were raised right. Now, if they show you something within their character that they're overindulgent, that's why I said imbalance in the comments, then absolutely you can make that judgment. But just going based off of them being at peace with themselves is absolutely wrong. But also, being spoiled, I'm reading these comments. I feel like if you're a traditional woman and you're looking for someone who is a provider, then okay. But with in that same sentence, if you're going to be traditional, you have to be traditional all the way. So who you're choosing to deal with, man or woman, they lead what that looks like. So if he believes you being spoiled is you getting flowers every now and then, that's what being spoiled is for y'all's relationship. If he believes you being spoiled is you going on vacation for a week in Dubai, then that's what that looks like. But you can't be like, oh, I want a provider, I want to be showered, and you're not willing to let him set the tone on what that looks like. Because look, if he's putting you up, like that's what y'all saying now, oh, I'm put up, whatever, freaking, then let him put you up. You can't be like, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. No, he working a job. You the one that's put up. You can't kick your feet up and tell him what to do.
So I'm gonna say something really quick on the what Miss Glam Beauty said. It made me think. I think that is a negative and positive being spoiled, because I can recount a few people that I met that were spoiled. They grew up, they came from money, and you know what? They were real generous people, right? And I believe they were so generous because they never had to work for anything. Everything was given to them. So they were very given in their nature. And they were happy. They were happy, bubbly people, but they were very generous and kind-hearted people, and they were spoiled.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for being open-minded to that perspective.
I'm confused. So if somebody grew up,
Hold on one second. Yeah, that's what I was gonna
that's
say.
the most ridiculous thing
That's what I
I've
was
ever
gonna
heard.
say. I was gonna say, like, just because
What do
they
you say?
came from money, just because they came from money
Came from
doesn't
money?
mean they were
They're
spoiled.
spoiled? Are you serious? What is
No,
that?
no. Whoa. Let me explain. So do you want to, I can easily explain. When I say spoiled, the one individual, for an example, was in his 20s. He didn't have to work. He was given a condo apartment. He was given an allowance every week or 2 weeks, however it came in. He was given a nice car to drive. He was given business opportunities to work within the company.
Okay.
I think that would qualify as spoiled.
No, it doesn't.
No, it's
No, it does
not.
not.
Okay.
No, that does not.
I think I kind of hear what I think I kind of understand. Period, in a way, though, because if you don't get somebody to work for nothing, yeah, I think I can see why that can
Yeah,
be like
yeah,
kind
that's
of
not
that can be
for it.
considered spoiled.
That's
Right?
how
How's
it's
that not?
supposed to
But
be.
it is over
Parents work,
incentivizing.
hold on. If parents work together and create that opportunity for their kids, that's literally how it's supposed to be.
No, he was an
Yeah.
adult. He was in his mid-20s, almost 30.
I know we're not used to
That's how you make a
hearing that.
spoiled child, though. I'm glad we
No,
talking
no.
about this now. Thank you. Let's get it.
There's something in I'm not a religious person anymore, but there's something in Proverbs that says the wealth of the fathers will be passed down to the third and fourth generation. That's exactly what it's talking about. This nonsense, because people have been living that mentality of poverty, we just embrace that. Oh yeah, you're supposed to struggle. That's bullshit.
No, bro. Listen. No, bro, listen.
Wait. No, real quick, because Jen made a good point in the comments. She said, yes, they'd be spoiled to a broke parent's standards, right? So that to them is the bare minimum, right? Now, if they're over there buying this kid like a submarine because Daddy, I want this. This is what I want. You don't know how many things that kid might have asked for that their parents told them that they couldn't have.
I think the key word he said that if they kids didn't have to work for anything or even earn it, I think that's exactly what spoiled is. If you just giving your kids stuff and they not working or earning it, that's flat out what spoiled is. That's what I thought.
It also is highly dependent on the point of comparison. It's definitely dependent on the point of comparison from who is looking at it.
So
yeah,
I'm putting it this way:
someone at the top is looking at it, that may be considered the norm. But if somebody maybe from the bottom is looking at it, they may think, "Oh wow, what a luxury."
No, we gotta draw the line. It got to be an objective way of viewing what sport is. Ain't no way. So what will be? So that go back to what Game Time saying. If you trying to say that, I mean everybody can say what sport or not. I could have sworn it's like if they don't work for it, right? You just give somebody something with them earning or working for it. That's just spoiling.
No, that's your definition of spoiling. That's
So
why
what is spoiled then?
it's an overindulgence. Like it's too much. It's more than enough. Like it's more than you need.
So let me say this to you, right?
So that
I thought everything in life people earn and work for. Oh, okay.
But that thing is, you don't know how they in what ways that person earned it.
So you said they earn it now. Now you agreeing now.
No, what I'm saying is you're only looking at it from like an outside perspective. Like you're not in their household. You don't know what that kid has done to earn it.
Okay, that's the point. I think that's why I don't know if y'all really hearing what he's saying. He's saying if the kid done, we're not saying we actually talking about him knowing the kids. He said if they did nothing to earn it or work for it, and they just was giving these things from rich parents. That's what spoiling is. I thought that's what that was.
I thought he said if they come from money.
No. So let me say this to you.
I think we get stuck at okay.
Let me say this to you guys. I want to get short, right? Okay. And my man, I know what you're talking about, bro. I know what you're talking about, right? I was a single father since my son was 5. I come from 3 generations of absent fathers, the whole 9. I feel you and I agree with you not having your child suffer. I have a 20-year-old son who'll be 21 in September. I gave him a car. I put him up in like apartment above my house, right? I'm a business owner. I do a little bit of all right. And I always tell my son, don't leave here until you got something, right? Let's get your credit score a certain thing. Let's get you a house, apartment. So I'm all with that, not, making your kids struggle. I 100% agree with you. But the individual I'm talking about, first of all, was damn near 30 years old, okay? This was the type of dude whose father's a millionaire, and literally he did not work. I met him through business, and this is the type of dude that would text me or call me in the middle of the day, right? While I'm running the business. Yo, what you doing, man? Want to come over and hang out? Play video games? Like, what you doing? You chilling? What you doing? Dude, I'm working, man. So the man did not have to work. Like he did not, as an almost 30-year-old, did not have to work, had a nice condo, nice cars to drive, money in his pocket, uh, ordering out every day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You go to his crib. Oh, the cleaning lady, she didn't come. It's this takeout stacked up to the ceiling. Like, I'm talking spoiled.
That's not spoiled though. But that's not being spoiled. That's just being really taken care of. And
No,
then
he didn't work.
Exactly. I mean,
He
okay,
didn't
so
work.
here's my thing. Here's my thing. This is
I'm
your.
saying, hold on, wait. I got you. All I was gonna say was that's just being really taken care of. So
Right.
therefore, you have the ability to live life the way you want to live it and be more successful. So you don't have to worry about all the other things most people have to worry about. So that's not really being spoiled. That's just putting you up to a higher place because your father or your father's father worked hard, so you didn't have to work as hard.
No, he don't work at all.
I can understand that too, though.
You
That's
missed
the
the
thing.
aspect of what makes it
I
spoiled.
think people don't see it's two sides to this thing though. They're just stuck on this one side. I understand that side too. Also, that if your parents paved the way for you, you shouldn't have to do as much as them though. But I think y'all stuck because y'all. I don't know what's going on, but it's like to not see that because I think you got to get to a point where you should be able to call out what's spoiled or not. To not say like because I think. Oh, go ahead. Like somebody want to go. Go ahead.
Let me say this.
Because otherwise, we can say nobody can spoil. Then, if that's the case,
No, there
and
are
we can't say
spoiled
the
people.
word. We shouldn't say the word. Then, if it's
There are
just that
spoiled
subjective.
people. Like,
But how can we say that?
It's context and perspectives, right?
How we know if they don't earn it or not?
That's what I'm about to address right now. The context and perspective. We don't know the responsibility that man behind closed doors has expressed to his parents for him to get that condo. If my parents were wealthy, I would not move out of that house. I don't care how old I am.
Me either. Right.
Why am I paying somebody else's mortgage when I have a mansion that I live in? That's
Fact.
stupid. That's idiotic. I'm not doing that. If I move out, I will move into my own property that somebody else is paying my mortgage. This is how people have. This is how wealthy people live their lives. Like somebody said, depends on the perspective. If you're looking from bottom up or from the top down, it's a different perspective. A lot of these presidents, the children are not going to struggle looking for a job because the daddy has paved the way. So a lot of these things, yes, granted, there are rich people who have spoiled kids, but they're not giving them all their billions of dollars because they know they will squander all the money. What's his name? Warren Buffett. I was reading one of his biographies. I've read like 3 of them, and he's not going to hand all his billions to his kids. He has a set amount of money that he's going to give to each and every one of them, based on their ability to manage those resources. So they know what these people are capable of handling. That's why they would give it to them in that way. That's why when you watch TV or movies or documentaries, people have these trusts that they're not allowed to access till they reach a certain age, because they know that they might not be mature enough to handle it in a responsible way. So granted, I have no doubt there are wealthy people, there are even poor people who are entitled or spoiled. But
True.
Just because you have access to resources does not mean you are spoiled. People call me spoiled, but do you know what I do? I work hard for anything I want. If I want something, I'm going to get it.
So can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
I think everybody's just flying over the point that y'all sticking hearing me say he come from money, but you're not hearing me say.
I think that I had noticed that was a part that
You know what I'm saying?
because it took me a minute to even because I was disagreeing at first until
But
I heard what you said though.
You're not hearing that he does not work. He will let his takeout containers stack up because the cleaning ladies will come pick it up. And he's there all day playing video games or ordering massages. He does not work. I'm not talking about a wealthy family. Like, I'm well traveled, man. I come from a military family and I'm a business owner. I meet a lot of people and I see people, man, in big $1 million homes. And there's 2-3 families in there divided up. But they got half the stores in the hood. I know what you're talking about, bro. I'm with you. But this joker's father pretty much said, okay, you're an F up, but you're my kid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you up and pay for your life. Right? This is the type of person I'm talking about. And I mean, he was a good dude. He was a good-hearted dude, man. You know, I met him through business, and we became, you know, kind of associate friends. And I was like, wow, boy, this dude lives crazy. Like,
So
like you don't work. You wake up at 3 o'clock p.m. because you've been on Call of Duty all night because
yeah,
you ain't got no job.
let's say let's put it in this way now. Then maybe we can maybe able to identify them this way. So say a poor, because I believe poor families do the same exact thing too. They spoil their child or spoil whatever, spoil their partner still and all that stuff. So is it a way we can identify a poor people that spoil people,
Yes.
or poor spoiled person?
Now
You
you
don't
can.
work. You don't
I,
work.
I think Perry said it best though. Perry said it like the correct way is that you don't do anything. You really just
I
live
thought
off.
that's what he
I
said the first time
I
though.
could definitely speak on that. When poor people are spoiled, it doesn't benefit the masses. It's actually at the expense of the masses. For example, people who choose to stay on Section 8 for generations, right? They're spoiled because they didn't earn that privilege. It was literally probably continuously passed down or something that they didn't have to work for in any capacity. It is literally incentivizing a bad behavior. So in that connotation, that's awful.
Listen, I give my son everything, right? I was a single father. I did the whole bit trying to make it for his mother, right? I gave him a nice, like, an act. Like, I gave him an act with 107,000 miles on it when he graduated from high school, right? I would take him to the mall, buy him everything, whatever. But my son works. He works for me in my business. He shovels dogs crap. He walks dog. He do a lot of work. Like sometimes he come in his joint like you know dog hair all over him, sweating. You all right? Dad, I was out there. Yeah, I know you good. But I spoil him, right? Because he works. He's gonna be a man one day with a family. He gotta know how to provide. He gotta know how to toil, be resilient. So you know, I'm all to giving the help up to my son and not making him struggle like I struggle. I'm with you 110,000%. But you
Yeah,
gonna work.
yeah, but Perry though, within that time frame, as the years of him growing up, did you install good character within him? Because
Yes.
so that's different though. That's not you not spoiling him technically.
Yeah, that
But
don't
based on
determine
people's
that don't
perception,
determine people's spoilers
listen,
though. It's about good character.
nobody gave me a car. I hustled up, and my boss I worked for at the time gave me a loan. And I got my first little hoopty, right? So
Well,
compare to how I grew up and how he growing up, people may consider I spoiled him. I'm
Well,
not
Now
saying
no,
that
I
now
did.
that's kind of different though. That's why I
Compared.
said that's
Key word
different.
is compared. And that's where you
Yeah,
hit it on the
yeah.
head because compared to your experience, your perspective is different. So when you compare it, like I said, from the bottom up, it's definitely spoiled. It's
Yeah,
definitely. If it was from
agreed.
the top down, it wouldn't be.
Yeah, he got it sweet compared to me, but he's a good kid and he work hard.
but he should though because you provided a life for him. You're not spoiling him technically. You're basically showing him what it means to have good character, how to survive, how to stay grounded.
I
Even though you gave him everything that he possibly could have asked for, but he
I think
also knew that
He's
dad was
spoiled
going
because
to
he's
be
over
hold up,
incentivizing
y'all. Let me
behavior.
yeah, let me say this though. I think that even with money, right? I think, and it's just no different from like how Bill Gates did and all the rest of them, right? I think, and for me, it's safe to say with me, right? This how I view it. Like, if you set your child up, with everything without showing them how to figure it out for themselves, that's straight up spoiler. Yeah, that would be straight up spoiling them in my book, though. Because it's like if they like say if they didn't have the money, they wouldn't even know how to make that money. That's how a lot of people end up broke, because they don't even know what it takes to even get back up there, because they got spoon fed. You know what I'm saying? So it's a difference from, sheltering your child, giving them all what they need, though. But I think in the midst of it, you still have to show them how to grind in a way. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
if they look at it that like everything handed to them, they're gonna feel like that that's how, and that's my definition of how to be able to find out the difference between spoiled people or not, because they most definitely react to life way different because they have this overall, let's say the word, they have an entitled mentality. That's what tends to happen with spoiled people, if people ever noticed it. So and it ended up going to the next person, other people saying that all that stuff. They go to their partners, expecting this from their partners. That's what happens. This expectation thing when you bring up spoiled people, or if you whatever, if you spoil yourself, that's what tends to happen though. So it even with that, like And that's why I can't wait till we get to this next one though. That's what it's some effects that happen with spoiledness. I think babe, I seen her raise her hand. Go ahead, babe. And then it's 5 minutes.
No, I was gonna say another thing. Can y'all hear me? Because I'm walking the dog.
Go ahead. Yeah,
Okay.
we hear you.
No, I was gonna say another thing, like to notice if somebody is spoiled is like the minute, because they seem happy, they're very nice to you, they're good-hearted until you don't give them what they want. Let you tell a spoiled person that they can't have something, you'll find out if they spoiled.
That's 100. Real facts. I was about to say, right. Dang, that was a good one too, man.
No,
Yeah, that is a good one.
I don't know about that one because that's just them
Everybody wants what they
Yeah,
want.
you know what I'm saying?
All could we all in a perfect world want what
But
we
it's the
want.
reaction to it though. That's the
Yeah.
reaction.
but you can't say my reaction to you not giving me what I want is consider me spoiled. I
very
don't.
Yeah,
You may not want to
It
admit
has
you're
nothing
spoiled, but
to
it's
do with
very
that.
spoiled.
Yo,
If you throwing a
my man
hissy
that I
fit because
grew-
you ain't get what you want, you spoiled.
Very entitled.
No, nah. I don't
You
like.
stumping your foot and bending your arms, you spoiled.
Okay,
You're
you
right.
spoiled.
No, you're
Game
right.
time. First of all, I know game time. You know you spoiled. You know you like to be spoiled.
No, that's not true though because I just don't like it. That doesn't mean that I'm spoiled. So are you saying that when someone doesn't like something, they're spoiled now?
So you don't like you ain't get what you wanted. That's what it is. That sounds crazy.
The dude that was talking.
I didn't like that you didn't give me what I wanted.
You're right. You're right.
That sounds spoiled.
Everybody doesn't like what they want.
The dude I was talking about, if you told him no, he'd be like. The dude I was talking about, if you told him no, he'd be looking like you like serious. Are you serious? He could never take no. Now that you mention it, that was one word that didn't work with him. You can't come over. You can't hang out. You can't do this. Are you sure? Are you serious? You kidding me?
But no, that's expressing yourself. I don't like the word no either. I don't like that word. Like no for what I want. No, maybe. I don't know.
You better get used to it.
No, I just find it kind of crazy because I know some people don't like things, and if someone tells me no and I don't like it, you can't tell me I'm spoiled because I'm throwing a hissy fit. I don't like losing in Call of Duty. Am I spoiled now because I didn't win?
That is not the same thing, man. That's ego and pride. That ain't got nothing to do with no.
I'm just saying, like
I don't like losing the game either. I'd be super spoiled if that's the case. I done broke controllers.
Well, when you say that spoiled because like you broke the controller just because you know you can buy a new one, like someone who
Man, that's stupid. It ain't spoiled. I be doing some stupid junk. But yeah, we gonna leave all let low off me real quick.
Yeah, okay. I'm just saying I don't think when someone says if you tell them no and they don't like it, I don't think that's a thing to call them spoiled. I don't think that's a thing.
I think that's almost number one.
You're changing game time. It's not a matter of they don't like it. It's the reaction of like, how dare you?
Yeah, how dare you tell me no? Like, what do you mean? Why are you telling me
You're
no?
crazy.
No, I need to understand why you're telling me no because it doesn't make any sense to me to tell me no.
That's how the dude used to be.
Majority of people, the average person, if you tell them no, majority of us want to know why.
That's cool.
But that's not the point that we were making. That's not the point.
But the point doesn't
That's
prove
normal.
it doesn't prove spoiling. You're just proving the person's character and reaction to a no, but it's not about physically actually spoiling someone.
No,
That may be the negative. That might be the negative reinforcement.
We're talking about ways you can tell that somebody is spoiled. I mean, y'all said other ways
Their
too.
behaviors. Their
Why y'all don't like?
behaviors.
Yeah, so why y'all don't like this one?
Their behaviors.
You guys listed a whole bunch of other.
That's fact.
You can tell people
I
are
ain't like that one.
spoiled.
Hey, that's all you gotta do is say the one that sting people.
tell
That's
them
when you
yes,
see the
and
other
their
side.
behaviors can prove
There's
that
so
they're
many forms of spoiledness, and as soon as they get home, everybody gonna wake up.
It's so funny, but Glam, like, yo, what is there a gripe with me saying? Is it because I said it?
No, because I just felt offended.
I don't even know you.
Okay,
I really don't even know who's speaking because I'm driving and I'm not even looking at the phone.
Here's the thing. We asked everybody a list of stuff to recognize if somebody is spoiled. So like there was a bunch of other stuff that was said. Y'all didn't disagree with any of those.
No, you're right, because it didn't affect me. Therefore, when you said I didn't care. But
I told you this boy gonna dig into some deep stuff, boy.
that's not true. I am not a spoiled individual, but if you tell me no, I want to know why you said no, because that doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me to you to tell me no. Why would anyone in their right mind ever tell me no? That's crazy to me.
Oh my. Just perfectly said by a spoiled person.
Everyone wants to be told yes. That is human nature. Anytime you get a no in this life, you always ask
because
yourself
we got
why.
spoilness in us.
Everyone, to some capacity, everyone wants a justification, of course. But I don't think that proves.
We're not about to change the definition because everybody do it.
Because in the reverse, someone can prove themselves spoiled with you saying yes to them all the time. Do you understand what I mean? Because there's no limit. You can say yes, and there's no limit. And there's people who are not spoiled who could be like, oh no, that's okay. I don't need anymore. They can put a stop to it. But that's what I'm saying. It's just not proving the point, because in the reverse,
they don't get mad when you say yes, though. That's the difference.
Yes, but you're talking about proving that the person is spoiled.
Yeah, so you just proved the point even more. You said they prove it when they saying yes. Yeah, of course they're gonna prove spoilness in that way. And then when you say no,
repeating what I just said.
No, the question, the answer, the thing is, we just said the reaction. That was the whole point. The way you react to no, or we can say the other way, so we can understand it this way. The way you react to yes,
the same thing. Because, like I said, we're talking about reaction and behavior.
Yeah, that's what we said. Then Game Time said it wasn't.
The reaction to no and the reaction to yes, either way, can prove you to be spoiled or not. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. What the heck? Did you repeat the same thing I'm saying for real?
This is crazy. What I'm saying at this point.
Okay, you had it. Okay, I'll let you have it then. All right.
Y'all shut up.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
You know Moore's is spoiled. This dude don't even be saying hi. No, he just comes in the panel talking.
Pop in.
This is y'all need in your life. Y'all need a parent to come into the room. Otherwise, this how y'all act out here just in the streets talking nonsense. Especially you, whoever that was just talking. Yeah.
Wow.
Honestly, I don't like your tone, and I don't like you having named Moses to have a tone like that. So I would advise you to just like come in with some better decorum.
You're right. Let me start over. I'm working on myself, fella. Just watch this. Hey, everybody, how you doing? Good evening.
There you go.
Yeah. This feels so disgusting.
Yeah.
Fine, I'm gonna do it just because. And Rachel, it's not for you either at all. I am so mad at you right now.
First of all, I don't spoil people. I don't give a damn. I give all.
I know.
The same energy. I don't care who you are. I don't care how many.
Yeah, I know, and that's why I'm mad at you, because I feel like you should spoil me, because I've been out here in these streets, man, TikTok.
He said I'm worth spoiling.
Yeah, man, I'm hardcore out here in these TikTok. No, I'm just playing.
So everybody know Moses.
All right, let me see how we read. I can't read all this now, y'all. I'm driving. Don't tell nobody I'm doing that either. What the first one say? I'm gonna answer the first one right off the bat. Come on, tell me what it say.
Would you like to be spoiled by someone? Why or why not?
Duh. Wouldn't every person this is like the only reason that we're asking this question as men is because we have to ignite what it means to have the feeling in you to do that for somebody else, to women. That's the only reason that we're asking this question right now. Would you like to be spoiled? They haven't never even thought about what it feels like to do it to somebody else. Ooh, I'm about to start a war in here tonight. Yeah, everybody share the live with all the women that gonna be competitive. I want all. That's all they. They've never spoiled a man before. Hold on. I don't mean not spoiled a man. I mean haven't spoiled a man and liked doing it. Got pleasure out of doing it. I don't mean sexual pleasure either. I just mean
completely agree with that. I love that.
What the freak? Glenn,
no.
agree with that?
Wait,
I love that.
Can I talk after Moses, please?
Glenn must don't like women or something. I'm talking to her. Stop messing with her.
No, don't talk after me. She
has to agree with Moses. I ain't expect that one.
No, I want you to land your plane, because I feel like I got so much to bounce off on that.
All right, that's cool. Don't talk after me. Just talk to me, though. All right, go ahead. I'm listening.
Wait, did you finish what you had to say the first place?
Yeah, woman, go ahead.
Wait, no, say it again, please. I lost my train of thought. There was a lot.
Wait, what? What?
Nope.
You say again.
No, I don't think you're gonna
Just
say
like
it.
the last sentence. Just the last sentence.
Don't do it, Moses. Stand your ground.
No, that resonated with me. Y'all
No,
just said y'all was gonna be
it's
nice.
just I don't feel. I'll do it for it. It's okay. I don't feel like women are immune, or I'm sorry, immune. That's not a good word to use. Let me think of a word. They're not in tune with feeling good having spoiled the man that they with.
I don't think that's necessarily true. Like, I feel like if
Hey,
you're
we're
a
about to have a
woman
conversation.
who
It's not gonna be you
enjoys,
talking to me for 3 minutes now. We're gonna converse now.
I know.
Go ahead, baby. All right, go ahead.
I feel like it's not about if a woman enjoys her man and loves her man. Like, I'm not talking about like the surface. Like, this is this is my person. This is who I'm gonna rock with for the rest of my life. Like, serious, not this childishness where we talking about situationships and things like my ride or die. I'm gonna want to make you happy. Like, and things don't have to cost money. Like, I'm in the comments talking about, yo, if she's like, I want a 1 hour like foot rub, are you down? I dated a man,
May
I
I
was
say
literally
this though?
doing buddy feet. Go ahead.
May I say this though? In our experience, that's not the case. We know that y'all would do that for pretty much any man that you like and want to be with. And man, don't even have to be with, just like. If you like them enough, you'll be that way with them. I feel like men's experience with you all is we know women that know when to turn on and off the guise of nurturing, the guise of catering. You all don't, and we know when you like us or not. I know you all think it's so ambiguous, but it's really not. We recognize the times you all like us and the times you all don't, and we know those to mean a list of things. I'll just give you a few. Number one, if she likes you, she doesn't make you wait, and I don't just mean for intimacy. I mean for things outside of that. A phone call, a text message, a hey, when we gonna hang out again? It was pleasurable and wonderful to meet you. See, all these things are things that you all
So
do.
where's the borderline of being desperate though? Like you could be desperate or
For
trying
women,
to.
for
Yeah.
women, there isn't one because they've
What?
never done it before. Men have never felt it and they've never done it, so there isn't one for us. They could crash all the way out. They can go so far as saying, "Oh my God, I just want to suck your dick forever and I love you," and they could do all that, and dudes would still be like, "That's awesome. She likes us." So now, all right, let's try to make this work. That's what guys would do. Most guys would do that. I'm not saying every guy, but most guys would do that. There isn't a line for them yet, but because of how they're acting,
What's the other two?
wait, hold up. Because of how spoiled they're acting right now, they're rapidly diminishing that line. It's about to disappear. They're just that fast because they've been so spoiled and they've acted like they didn't care about us being men for so long. You can't play coy with that line. You find a guy that you like, he's attractive enough, and you better act like it. You better act like it.
I was about to say. I think
There was 3 things. What's the other 2?
real quick. Hold on, real quick before we do that, because I'm about to shut down in a minute, anyways. But
No, you're not,
before
Kev.
I
No,
do
you're
that,
not,
because
Kev.
I got
'Cause
about a few
you don't get
minutes.
to do that, Kev. No, you're not.
Nah, I'm sleepy. I
Yeah.
gotta go to work too.
Hey, Kev.
So,
Hey, Kev.
but I'm saying this not so y'all can transfer over because I believe maybe Rachel might be getting on after I get off.
You want me to
So I
start the
want
live? You
everybody
want me to
that's
start
in
the live?
here,
I start the
everybody
live.
follow Rachel if y'all not following her.
Nah,
Give y'all.
not tonight. I'm going
You
to
ain't getting
sleep.
on tonight, or you going to sleep too? All right, but still follow Rachel in here because we in this thing together.
Yeah,
You
we
So
want,
working
you want me?
together.
You want me to do it? You want me to do it? Yeah. And all right. I'm leaving. I'm gonna go ahead and start the live up.
Okay.
Y'all
man,
got.
everybody already following you, Moses.
I don't. Hold on.
But yeah, you could do that. But I was not. I got a few more minutes though. I was just letting everybody know there's 34 people in here. Please follow Rachel if y'all are not following, because me and her team on this thing, and we both almost do basically similar lives. So if you like my live, you're gonna for sure like her live.
Oh my
What
God.
was y'all talking about though?
Kev, shut up. All right, so listen.
What?
You whenever you fall asleep, just end it. And if you ain't got it, she'll
Oh
let
yeah,
you
it's gonna happen. You already know it's gonna happen.
It's probably gonna happen in
I
the
don't
middle of my
mind shutting
sentence.
down. Right.
I'll be talking, I'll be like, yeah. And then
Moses,
what's up?
what's the other two?
What's my other two what?
You was listing 3 things that you said that women do.
He said it already. Like he basically said the entire thing.
Oh,
Like,
in one go?
he said it in one go, and he basically what you're proving right now is what he meant. What he said too at the same time.
Okay, well, no, hold up. Rewind it back. What was I saying? What was you talking about?
You were listening because you were like 1, and then I was waiting for 2 and 3. I'm sorry.
One as it pertains to what? Like how y'all act? Because y'all crazy?
Right. Oh.
Yeah. Huh?
Oh, I didn't say that, but continue.
What you just say, girl?
Oh.
Don't oop me.
Oh, she lied. She lied, eh?
She do like that. I noticed that. Oop.
See that? I turn the camera on and there's gonna be all kind of problems there.
Do that.
Oh no! Don't tell me you about to do that move
Save
before. You had
yourself.
them. She had them. The LGs. Wanted him at the. She had this. She had a girl that was. He had a girl that was attracted to girls. Made him attracted to him. She was licking the screen and everything.
Don't you listen to Kim? I did not.
He was singing and stuff. She was like, I was like, dang, I didn't even know she can get.
But Moses.
Yes, ma'am. I'm listening, Kim. Hey, bro, come on, bro. You got this.
The woman.
Huh?
The woman that you're describing sounds.
Okay, well.
You said, what do you mean?
All right, I'll give you 3 things. I'll give you 3 things that you can do, to make a man feel like you actually like him. Number 1,
wait, what?
I'm sorry. Was this list something else?
No, she had 1 bar. She probably barely heard you. She should be good. You good now? Should be. Yeah, you had 1 bar.
She better say something.
All right.
I wasn't gonna say something because you already gave your list. What I was trying to say is, you said that women will play their part to get where they want to do, but on that other coin now, men do the same thing. They will play their part and put on the right mask to get a woman to go and do what they want them to go and do, and that's fine. We playing the game both ways and whatever. But y'all should know.
That's what I'm saying, Mama. Men don't want to play that game. We don't want to play games.
Women don't either.
Yes,
women don't
do.
either,
Stop.
but they
Now
exist.
you're
Just
being
like
a liar.
there's.
No. See,
Oh,
now
don't
you're being a
call
liar.
me a liar, Moses.
Now you're being no.
We talking about my character.
Now you're being a liar. Women do want to play that game, and that's what y'all do want to continue on a regular basis. You all like to play games. See, if a guy just comes out and says, "Hey, I like you because you got boobs, and I want to kiss your face and stuff," and then also, I'm willing to trade that for as much as I can give that you might want. And you be like, nah, I'm 6 feet, all that other bullshit. You see, you know what I'm saying? But in all actuality, no, men don't like playing that game. Do you think, all right, let me ask you a question. Do you think men go out so we can just perpetually go out and date and find and look for women? Do you think that's what we do?
I've met men who are about that, but I've also met good men though. I can't group y'all all into one kind of thing.
What I'm asking you for right now is the majority.
Okay, no.
Right. What do you think that we go out for?
I think that y'all genuinely want to have a good time. I don't know if y'all are looking for y'all permanent person, but I feel like y'all are coming with like a good spirit. Like it's not like
this is shit I'm talking. Girls are you are just so off your asses. You guys are so stupid. No. You think we want to go out to have a good time, spend the very thing that sustains our well-being in a society? That's why you think we go out to have a good time, huh? Do you know, guys? We could be at the house playing PlayStation and Xbox literally forever and have a good time. No, if we go out, it's to find a woman and not that bullshit like we want to find a woman for one night. That's what you all think of us because that's what you have to convince yourselves in your mind to believe in order to be the hoes that you really want to be. But in all actuality, no, we want to go out and find that woman that actually loves us like we love them, which you all are at least in the last 3 decades, have displayed to us you don't even have the capacity for. And then so we can stay ISN and then take the rest of whatever money we got and just put in y'all as long as y'all act grateful and nurturing and submissive and loving enough to be that. I know that word submissive.
But Moses,
What do you want? What is it? What is it? What?
I'm about to turn my camera on. Don't do that to me.
Oh yeah, baby, I like
Oh,
that.
she like Moses. What the heck? I know there's something. Go ahead and turn your camera on, boy. Look at that.
Go ahead.
She said, I know about Moses. I heard about him.
You can't compartmentalize all of us.
Yes, we can.
Like, cause
No, you can't do
I
that,
met
CC.
men.
You just
I met
agreed
men that are like
we
good
talking
girls
about
get cheated on. Girls that stay in the
No,
house
wait,
get cheated
stop, wait,
on.
hold
Or
on,
if
wait,
you're
hold on.
too busy.
Stop, Mama. You just agreed that we were talking about the majority.
Okay.
Okay, so, and that's the majority of y'all. You nutsos. All y'all want to do is y'all want to go out, y'all want to wear some shit tantalizing enough to see if you can pull the Negro that you really want. And 9 times out of 10, it'd be the Negro with the most money or the Negro that you think is the best looking. And then y'all just
Majority of women are not Jezebels, though. You're making it seem like all women are naturally deceitful.
Wait, hold on. I didn't say that makes y'all Jezebels.
You made it seem like most of us are deceitful because if you're saying we put on a certain
Hold
face,
on. Jezebels and deceitful is two different things. Yeah, no. Y'all are mostly deceitful. Yes, ma'am. I didn't say Jezebels, but deceitful.
but you're describing somebody promiscuous. Like if I'm only trying to get with you so I can get what my temporary satisfaction, then you're not gonna stay around for long. So that sounds like someone who's around.
Who ain't? CC, hold on. Let me get this straight.
So you're telling me that women are trapping men to stay for a elongated amount of time?
What the fuck do you think marriage is? Yes,
isn't that a good thing that she loves you?
No, she doesn't. You just said she's trapping us and then that she loves us.
She's trapping you with love. Like, why are you mad at Cupid?
Oh my God. This is what you all think that we're supposed to believe, huh? Okay, listen. We're adults. At least I am. You're not going to preach this horse manure to me. Stop it, okay? Just shut your cotton picking. You have no...
Not cotton picking. Let me turn my camera on. You acting up.
Because, you serious? You serious right now? You think that men would actually fall for that? Like now?
Yes, like why would I just put on a face, beat my face, put on my best dress, my best heels, try and get a man?
Because you're trying to compete with the woman that you think looks like that. That's
my goodness.
You are. And the only reason, and what you're competing for is the trophy. The man that you feel like she can get that you also want. That's why you would do that. And we know that as men now. So when we see that, it doesn't take us long to be like, joke's over. Get the fuck
So we're
out.
trapping men to treat them bad.
Duh.
Oh, I ain't know.
Name one woman that got a man, and after she got him, because she was trying to, beat out the next woman. Once she got him, she stayed with him, had children, had a family, and then died. Name her. Exactly.
Can you?
That's because Will and Jade didn't work.
You can't. Like I just said, exactly. And I'm not saying that to be like mean or mad or anything. I'm just saying that to say we understand and recognize you all's nature. And for you all to act like you got some sense, you all's nature will have you all do anything that you want to do in your life, regardless of who cares. And as men, we have to put a restraint and a control on that.
But y'all put us second. Like, women will switch their careers.
If we were to put y'all first, you all would ruin everything. You all would break all. All right. Name every institution there in which, whether it's social, professional, whatever, name every institution there in which a woman is first that has not been destroyed. Name it.
That a woman has been sports.
You all are right now eating your own WNBA. You're trying to beat up the best star player that brings the most. It's a white girl, and I know we don't like that. But at the end of the day, and then the black girl that could have at least competed with her in terms of social, recognition. She's turning into a whore. Yes, you are. You all are destroying even that.
I'm not talking about just basketball. What about the Olympics? What about gymnastics? What about the
Okay,
good
bring the
things?
Olympics. You know what's funny about the Olympics?
Hmm.
Is I will say this. I will give you that one. And the only reason it's that way in the Olympics is because you have no other choice but to act like you're upstanding humans.
Oh wow.
With athletic ability, because they will kick your ass smooth out, and you will never be able to compete on a world stage. See, it's it's one thing to compete on a. I'm not bullshit. It's one thing to compete on a national stage. Anybody can make a fool of themselves in this country, especially black people. They'll pay you for that. But to do it on a world stage, they ain't playing that shit with you, because it's more than the United States out there. And then, you got to come and act like you got some sense. Even Sha'Carri had to get her shit together.
Yup, she did. Quick pass too.
Yeah. They don't play that shit then. So, and most of you all are not making it there. Gabby did. She even played like she had some sense. She wasn't talking all that, oh yeah, I support cheap people and all that shit until after she retired and was done with that damn field. Yeah.
Right.
Better act like you got some sense there.
And she got flamed for it afterwards. And she
but then the flaming only it goes right back to national. You're done. So she don't have to compete for nothing more. She can say whatever the hell she wants to say. And I respect that. Be whoever you want to be as a black person after you done doing what you do. If you're gonna make it to that, that league or that professionalism athletically.
But even in those,
and then even still, I probably predict there's probably gonna be some stupid nonsense. Unless we talking about like Muhammad Ali, that's a freaking.
Yeah, but even then, she still recanted her statement, so it doesn't matter.
You said what?
I said even then, she still recanted her statement though. So.
Yeah, right, exactly. Well,
Okay, real quick, what are we even talking about?
You know what, Rachel? This type of stuff.
No, I'm dead ass, son, dead ass.
Yeah, she said it sounds bad when you even say it. Don't say it no more. It doesn't sound official when you say it.
Oh, what? I'm not hood enough.
You're not.
Hey, yo.
That doesn't sound
Dead
good.
ass.
With your stomach.
Dead ass, kid.
Yeah.
Ew. What's the worst he can say?
He said, ew.
You still ain't cam up though.
Yo, CC facts. You can't be you gotta be a woman of your word.
Oh, I am. I'm coming.
Nah,
that's what she said.
That face together. Okay, I got
That's
you.
what she said.
Are you?
Well, you only got about 11 minutes, honey.
No, but even so, that's crazy. Like Moses cammed up quick fast, right? CC getting ready. She doing her hair. She fixing everything up.
That's women for you.
You know what I'm saying? Making sure everything is copacetic.
Expectations.
Are you mad because I'm willing to roll out the red carpet?
Don't.
Spoiling. I'm over here spoiling, and I'm already getting.
She said she's spoiling them.
No, don't let them trick you. Hell no, never forget it.
Don't make her do it too early.
Don't listen to them.
Y'all leave that woman alone.
No, nah, bro. Cause they be fronting, bro. They be
coming in like,
Nah, it's all right.
They be catching.
Y'all leave that woman alone. It's all right.
Nah. She said, I'm gonna do it while I'm on it there real quick. So nah, you should have did it.
Give her the big screen. Give her the big screen.
Should have did 5 minutes early.
I'm gonna put it on the big.
You got powers to put on big screen too. You got the powers too.
Brown skin girl.
Brown skin.
Moses, where you at?
Ooh.
Who the fuck you talking to?
You stutter?
And he blushed a little bit too. Look at the blush though.
Yeah, she did. I saw it.
You can put it on the big screen on 2 top joints like that.
I was thinking about that too. Let's go
I
ahead.
stay outside. Wrong one, man. I stay outside, man. You see all this up here? Premeditated, partner. All right, this ain't an accident. This shit acted. This was on purpose. What you mean?
Not the clap.
You know what I'm saying?
Cece said she about that. She ain't phased.
All right, settle down. Listen. so let's get back to the conversation. So you gonna let's talk about what we was talking about.
Okay. That's the first time I heard Moses stutter.
Give me a second real quick. I kick your ass, boy. You hear me? Hey.
Where my twin at? We gotta get on his head.
Yeah.
I need triplet and I need twin in the building.
So who was we talking about? We was talking about the three things. The three things.
So you were about to tell me the 3 things that women
You
can
remember,
do.
watch this. You remember the first one?
No, you were about to tell me the 3 things that women can do to make men feel appreciated.
But I did tell you the first one already. You don't remember it, do you?
No, you told me the 3 things that women do to deceive men.
You trying to act like shit. You heard what I just said. You don't play with the 3 things. So you want 3 things that women do to deceive men?
You told me that already. I'm asking, what can we do to show y'all that we're being...
Stop them. Stop those 3 things. First of all, are we talking about like black men and women? Black men and women?
I mean, are you black?
Who the fuck you talking to? Who the hell you talking to?
Be careful. She like that kind of type of language.
My ass, she like that. Hey, who you talking
She do because she was sweating to herself. You
You
could tell a
shut
little
up
bit.
too. Hey, listen, couple. Y'all done. That's enough. Don't over. I got it from here. Who you talking to?
I didn't stutter. Moses.
Ooh, he found his. Look at that boy.
We just gonna move forward amicably, all right? So the 3 things you could do. Number 1, well, y'all can stop physically. Y'all can stop wearing all of that y'all wear. Yeah.
So what's that? Like, you like girls that don't have like the hair, the nails, the makeup. So no nails? You don't like stilettos? I give good back scratches.
I don't know. You know, the best back scratch is just with the fleshy portion of the palm, the palm of the fingertip, right there. Yeah, when you start adding nails, I know you all think that
Can they paint them?
Huh?
Can we paint them? You just want us to be plain?
Sure. Let me see those. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something real quick. I'm gonna tell you about what most. All right, come on, Kev. I'm gonna tell you something.
I paid for them. I'm not mad. Nobody's spoiling me. Continue.
All right, settle down, champ. So when it comes to the shape, we as men, we typically like the little.
The almond or the ballerina? Because that one's skinnier.
God, what the fuck? Don't speak Swahili to me. What the hell is almond and ballerina? I don't know what that is.
I'm not gonna lie, Moses. My head still hurt. How do you scratch somebody back with your fingers?
Yeah,
I've been trying to figure that. Yeah, I really was thinking about that ever since you said that. I was like,
give you rug burn.
Now hold on, Kev.
You want me to?
You know, why if you don't stop?
Go ahead, Rachel. Nah, it's time to talk. Now, fuck all that. Nah, run it.
Why she mute? What happened? I thought she was going to explain.
Y'all having a fight right now. No. Hey.
somebody explain it.
It's between Kev and Rachel right now. Mute up. ACC, mute up.
Between me and her? What the heck?
Mute up.
No. I'll talk to my boo later, okay?
No. Not as much as y'all tried to give me. No, run it. Hey, calm down and mute down, CC. We gonna let them handle it.
Nah, don't switch it on. Nah. He even pushed it. What the heck? He done pushed it. He done turned himself to the host. How did he do that?
See how they act, CC? This how they act.
They really did.
I think he was saying the most natural shape, like the natural shape of.
It's that little. What you call it when you put the French tip on there? Okay. And then you put the thing with the little. I don't want to call it a half.
You want it like rounded.
You know what?
Smooth.
Like,
yeah.
You know, and this is the other part of women I don't like. It's when they play dumb, like they don't know what shape we talking. They know what shape.
Yeah.
I just told you stuff, and you told me to stop speaking Swahili. So how fluent are
turn
you?
the camera. What you? Because you showed me the one that I ain't. Turn the camera on and give me the shapes. Then, come on, let's do it right now. Come on.
He liked that camera. He getting spoiled with that camera now.
Hey, listen, Kev, you don't shut the fuck up, bro. hey, you know I ain't never cussed.
I just getting on topic. That's all.
So Okay, so
This
that's
is
see, what we,
stiletto. Do
we
you
call that
want?
what
Do you
men
want
call
this
that the
to
cat.
pink?
Men call that the Catwoman.
You don't like Catwoman? She cute.
No, we don't. No, we feel like it's gonna leave marks and probably hurt. Why do y'all think that we just like scratches on her?
Marks. I like to play rough. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we don't. So yeah, you should be sorry. Fix it.
I want somebody durable. I want to scratch you a little bit.
Nobody wants to be a fucking robot with you, asshole.
Ooh.
I want to just beat a nigga up while I'm fucking.
I want to beat him up.
Nobody wants that. Nobody wants
I
that.
can't dig in his back. Like, what's wrong?
You right. You right. And you right. You know what? And can I choke you till you go to sleep then? Oh my.
And she, boy, you just turned her all the way on. He thought that he thought that was gonna end it. She like, nope.
Go ahead and change the number.
You know what? At this point, I feel like Kevin, Rachel. Who'd you put me in here with?
I don't know. She can't. She probably followed you. I ain't even seen it. I know she been in.
I put the nail. Is that what you talking about, Moses? Go ahead. Can you put me in the big box?
No, that's not it. That's not it. No, you don't have to do it. You don't have to big box that. No.
Oh, that's still too pointy?
Yeah, that's too pointy, he said.
That's Catwoman still.
He want them like almond shaped, not ballerina.
I know no almond that's shaped like what I'm thinking about right now. No, I don't. That's almond shaped to me right there. That's almond.
This is stiletto.
I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about what she just showed us. That's almond.
But you said that was too pointy.
2 minutes, y'all.
They're both too pointy. Kev, boy, hey, listen, man. If you give me another time limit, I'm gonna just leave and for never come back.
Aww.
Often French tips.
Yeah, like what's like a normal? What is a coffin? Coffin French?
I think he likes coffee.
Okay, I got a new one. And I think you're talking about almond, to be honest.
Oh, is that what you think?
Those are almond.
All of this is like that. Like,
you a man that don't know what
I think
you
women
want.
do
They
this.
know.
I think women do this.
Nah, you don't know what
I
you
think
want.
I think women do this. I think women do this because they like to play.
I think you're gaslighting us. I'm sick of this.
You made him part the seas. Look what you did.
Say what you gonna say, because y'all been stuck on nails for a while now.
You have something to add to it? You put a sock in it.
Good night, y'all. I'll catch y'all later.
Fine, hang up on everybody, bro. And